begin. The recording is on, the levels are working. I don't have to ask Jacob for a video this week. Good, that's good, I'm happy. Unless my power dies. Knock on bamboo. So, my friends, it has been a while since last we were in the Tomb of Annihilation. Our party has been through a bit in our last session. If we recall where we started our previous session, Alexandria and Lucanu had just taken a dimension door to the other side of the decaying hall, in the balcony of the great sort of chain portal chamber. Upon doing so, a unfortunate series of events, the timing being just right, it would seem, or just wrong, rather. A host of Modrons from the world of Mechanus tore through the portal and could find no way out, almost as if this was triggered. And immediately began to attack the first organic creatures it could find, in the only logical thing they could think of in the moment: destroy what's here to fix their problem. Upon attacking, just before they did, Alexander was able to rip the ivory ring, disabling the decaying hall's effect of destroying all of your magical items, all of your non-magical items, rather. Not quite so bad. But after doing that, you were assailed by many, many arrows that pierced into both Alexandria and Lucanu. You survived the fight, ducking behind the walls. Your friends, compatriots, able to make their way through to you through a series of spells. Slung back and forth, you managed to defeat the Modron host, including their well-protected, shielded Petrodrone leader. They all fall to dust in the portal below. You then decided to take a quick breather before descending down the stairs, deciding after a little bit of investigation with Fiera to not continue further west into the chamber with the odd sort of device at its center. Instead, you descended down the stairs into the green smoke and found an eerie chamber that I will reread the descriptions of, because one of our players was absent, and I feel like it's fair to give these out because I think they're nice. Let me find the first one. So, the green smoke, as it sort of crossed, sort of pulled back as you stepped into this chamber. You could see then what it was billowing out of a bronze cauldron in the center of this vaulted hall. Barely visible through the haze were three empty rocking chairs, just sort of hanging out in the center of the room, and several workbenches heaped with haberdashery, a spinning wheel, and a rusty iron cage containing a prisoner that you couldn't quite see at the moment. Two balconies, stood 10 feet tall on either side of the room, and ascending those, you found that there were five, in fact, wooden doors, each carved with a geometric symbols that were familiar to you: a triangle, a square, a pentagon, a hexagon, and octagon, matching the keys you have collected in the tomb thus far. You also encountered, while inside of this chamber, three tiny figures that approached you through the smoky haze: a straw doll with rusty pins sticking into its body, a faceless child molded from clay, and a stuffed monkey with the lower body of a unicycle. The straw doll warned you all that you needed to run away, that the Sewn sisters would be back any moment now. You discovered multiple things from these individuals. You found that they were all once real children, cursed now to be housed in the bodies of these horrible little toys. They told you that the Sewn sisters, a powerful hag coven, was layering in this room, and that they could appear back at any moment and assail the party. Other things that you discovered from them is that the doors around them, around the room, they've heard conversations that they are trials meant to open a door at the back of the room, which you then discovered to be a great skeleton gate, 12 feet high, made of green stone, its surface carved with grinning goblin skeletons, and a belt of smooth stone spanning the door at the height of 4 feet. Set into it were 5 golden symbols in a row. Once again, those familiar same 5 symbols. You have found your door to what you believe to be the soulmonger on the other side, as these children have professed. Something dark grows on the other side of that door. So, to the short of it, there are 5 trials to open 5 possible keys or locks to open this door and take you to the final chamber of this tomb. And that is what is sitting before you. You decided, with all of this sort of heavy weight, that you wouldn't approach these trials quite yet. You wanted to adjust yourself to the room, so you turned yourself to the cage, the only other individual in the chamber. And within, you found, to your surprise, horror, excitement, I'm not sure, whatever feeling you might have had, an old compatriot within, but not the same as you last saw her. When you last saw her, she perished under the many eye rays of a beholder. Your compatriot Valfing lives again inside of the cage, but twisted, mangled, skinnier, shorter than she was before, deformed, tortured. Came to discover through speaking to her that the hags have brought her back to life and tortured information out of her for the last 2 days that you haven't seen her. And they apparently know everything about you that she knew. In tears, a broken woman to what she was before when you last saw her, she confessed that she betrayed all of you and that you are all in grave danger. Not wanting to sort of have to process this all at once, you decided that it was a better time to step back onto the 5th level of the tomb and take a long rest. So you set up the tiny hut and have decided to engage in that long rest. We rolled random encounters. There were none. You are safe this night. The evening had a little bit of discussion, trying to remind Valfine of her past. Things seem to be a little broken in her own identity. She remembers everything about you, but not much about herself. You handed her your journal. It was a little surreal for her. But you also collected the children, Clayface, Joho, and Straw Bundle as well. You did discover, to very interesting, that Joho was able to give a boon to Lucanu, the ability to speak any language, very similar to a Chawinga in its fashion. And Lucanu now has comprehend languages, effectively always on, and can communicate with the party easily enough. So 9 of you rest inside this bubble, while 3 of you, Zal, Atan, and Biff, rest outside with War's Echo. And the night still goes on. You do have the advantage of knowing it won't be, it will not be a night where you are assailed. Ooh, not that one. Ba-doop. So that is where we are taking our long rest, right here. And yes, we can begin. We are back. We are in the tomb. You are facing each other in this crowded, cramped space. The walls of Alexandria's spell surrounding you in a serene escape from the tomb itself.
This one wasn't Alexandria's. This one was mine.
This is yours. Okay, thank you.
I was about to say, I was going to start the session being like, I don't remember casting this.
No, yeah, we are inside Edwin's bubble. So the night is still going on. Any discussion between players can absolutely happen, or you can tell me we're ready for the next day, and then we'll go. But ball's in your guys' court.
Ooh.
I'm kind of curious to see what Alexandria's reaction to all this is.
Yeah, Alexandria was absent. Do you want to fill us in on how she would have reacted to the chambers you've been through, Valfine's return, these straw children, anything? I'd love to give you the floor.
Well, frankly, I am surprised and incredibly suspicious. I don't believe this is Valpy. She doesn't have memory of being who we think she is. We also know that the Sewn sisters have replaced people, looking at Brolin and then realizing I can't do that anymore.
Looking at a bag where Brolin is.
To my recollection, Valfine is still in the sack, so it's inappropriate in this moment, but she would probably want to see the body.
Oh, the body has been pulled out to get her journal. I believe War confirmed that the body is still in the sack.
So then we have
Something else, but
then we have a very clever and well-made copy. This is not Valfine.
Ooh.
Yeah, the
She's not-
the
she's
clone
not
the clone
saying
would,
that,
yeah, they would not protest.
No, she's not saying that out loud. I'm just kind of
Oh, okay.
saying her own mental analysis of the situation. So ultimately, how she interacts is just with cold indifference.
Okay.
Unlike with Brolin, though, who she got a good amount of, I guess, fun out of teasing not a Brolin. She has too much respect for Valfine to treat her that same way. So she's just gonna be.
Yeah, this is the
Really
lowest you've ever
standoffish.
seen her. That makes sense. This is low.
Because I forgot I had this spell as a cleric early until after the playing last night. When we're pulling out bodies before our rest to make sure that that Valpine's body is still there, I cast Gentle Repose on all three of them.
Okay, that's a cantrip, right?
No, it's an level 2 spell, but it's a ritual.
Sure. Yeah, you can absolutely do that.
Oh, thank you. We do want to keep them
Yeah,
fresh.
Cantrip is for the bag, I think you're thinking
That's a
of.
good idea. They smell a little bit. Those bodies have been in there for a few days. Not
I
quite
don't have a problem with the
decomposing.
smell. Just it's easier to get them revived if they aren't rotting everywhere.
This is true.
So,
The
yeah.
bags are not helping that situation at all.
well, now they are just fine.
Now they're fine. Hmm.
Is Valfine able to defend herself, or is she just going to be?
Valfine is broken, weak, can barely stand. You can see parts of her definitely look deformed and misshapen, like bones were pushed and cracked out of shape. Her spine curls in a way it didn't before. She's shorter, scrawnier. No.
Edwin's plan was to put up a bubble for her as we go do things.
Yeah, you think all expertise that this very skilled warrior once had are now lost to her. Whatever she just went through was enough to. She was broken.
Yes, your fight is over. We will finish it from here.
Her and the Chulton merchant that we have can sit in a bubble together, and
I think with the bubble you have to be on the inside of it, right?
Inside the bubble or it goes away. Yeah.
oh, do
you
you?
would have to stay.
Oh yeah, you do. Never mind. I forgot
You're
that.
not staying behind. No.
Only I can simulacrum myself.
Yeah.
So we need to spend a day for me to make a scroll.
That's one way. It's an interesting way.
And then we'll have the Chulton cast the scroll.
So, if Valfine, as she said, has told them everything, might be best to be thinking of things she wouldn't know.
Yeah. Even in this close quarters, talking third person about her, she just buries her head in her hands. She's very, Very passive. A lot of shame there. A lot of guilt. She will
I
not
think it would
protest
be-
anything.
I think it would be folly to assume that our enemy doesn't already know everything about us just because we've been in their camp for 3 days fighting at various levels of effort. They are probably pretty knowledgeable of what we can and can't do.
Also, Valpine, it's okay that you told them everything you know about me.
Yeah. Make a charisma check. You gotta get over a 20 here to make Valfine crack any kind of smile.
It was totally worth it.
I wanna see what you get here.
We had to. Let's see. Do I have anything in
Use your
persuasion? I do
inspiration.
not.
Something charisma? You gonna burn your inspiration to make it?
No.
Ah, no.
Oh no.
No, that has the reverse effect. Your attempt to try and make her feel better, I think she internalizes it as pity, and the shame boils in, and you can see it in her eyes, in her posture. It's just a downhill right now. This person needs medical attention, but also like they need to see someone about their mind. There's a lot happening here.
He also had those painters, so I do feel like they would have known a lot anyway.
Yeah, they've essentially been watching us on the big screen wall for a while.
Yeah.
Doubtless the restorations didn't help anything, so we're not going to try that.
As the discussion about like, oh well, like they know, they probably have a lot of this information. It's probably not that impactful. Valfine's eyes will constantly dart towards Victor, while her head is still hung in shame.
Well,
So the real question is, what does Victor have to hide?
it's true.
Frankly,
Well-
I don't think much of it matters. We're here to put certain things to death.
The best way we can hide any of this stuff is to go kill those 3 hags.
Exactly.
So,
Agreed. It's the simplest solution.
that's to the
Besides-
hags.
Besides, if they truly don't know everything about us, Edwin, you're new to this group as well, correct? She does not know of our abilities or capabilities.
Well, they might know about yours. You've been in that mirror long time, from what I heard.
No one was reaching out to me, I assure you. It's just eons of blackness.
So,
I suppose we should rest up and go do these challenges then.
Right, they were set to return soon. We don't know when.
I believe little boys said anytime. Because they never know.
Yeah, Strawbone says, sometimes they're there, and then sometimes they're gone. They're very busy. Sometimes they have a lot going on, always conspiring and cackling. And honestly, it's a little terrifying. You never know when they'll show up. So I try never to speak their name or talk bad about them.
Listen for the sound of cackling, I imagine.
1 minute they're not there, and the next they've got their clammy fingers on your shoulders.
Well,
Has anyone dealt with these before?
Well, these ones are particularly scary hags since they are named and people know of them.
How would that be history or religion for a hag?
Do you think you would have any knowledge on a hag?
As a paladin? Probably
From
not.
Omu, then there's no roll.
Typically, the point of these covens is not to be noticed. So if they are nefarious enough to have a reputation, then they're certainly a threat.
From who I know in this party, I think Alexander would be the one person who would get a roll on hag knowledge. That's my thought. I don't think anybody else here, maybe Victor, but that's a little bit of a stretch. I don't think anybody else here has, from what I know, anything that could come close. I think.
Well, I've certainly heard plenty about them from my mothers, but I will definitely give a roll.
I'd love to see it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking in my head.
All right, you
Is
said
that-
history.
I will allow whatever check you think's appropriate, honestly, here towards knowledge of hags. Like it's
You
probably
wanna use,
intelligence based.
Do you want to use an inspiration too? That is your choice, but reminder.
Not for this. No.
Okay.
I have a feeling I'm going to need that inspiration at some point in the future, probably fighting 3 hags. I think I'm just gonna. We'll do history. I was leaning towards Arcana, but
11. So you know that hags themselves are they're very devious beings. You know that they are deal makers, very similar to the fiendish type, but they're not fiends. They're from they gain their magic at least from the Fey realm, and they're very monkey's paw with their deals. I think you would have knowledge of that. Many people come to them when they're desperate and they don't have anything left, like a dying family member, or they're just miserable from one bane or another, and the last resort is to make a deal with a hag. You know that they have a keen insight into walking the thin veil between realms. They are very skilled at slipping through the cracks of sort of the planes more than comes naturally to them, more than most creatures of the known arcanum of like Candlekeep. But other than that, you know that they wield dark magics. They can vary depending on the hag. When it comes to a coven of hags, which you think you're dealing with here because it's 3, you know that their power increases a few fold when that happens. When they come together, and actually, selfish creatures as they are, when they decide finally to entwine themselves with other hags, their power becomes something a lot more what's the right word? It's bad. That's the word I'm looking for. It's worse. And they can access more powerful magics and make bigger deals. And there have been stories of literal demigods making deals with hag covens, and that power that they wield being enough to influence them in one way or another. So I think that's the knowledge you would get with an 11. That would be base. You would have that.
So we have to do whatever we can to deal with one at a time and remove the other 2 if possible.
if we can take them one at a time, that is ideal, yes. Though I would be surprised to confront them individually.
I mean more if their power grows from them being together. If we can focus on one, they get weaker when that one falls.
Chuckling, yes, typically that is how it works with the enemy. If you reduce their numbers, they are easier to deal with.
It sounded like a little bit more of that than your description there.
Well, when you oversimplify it like that, I suppose.
So, yes, you are correct, War. They are also obviously spellcasters by nature, so expect many effects and for your wills to be tested when engaging with them. Though you do have a couple talented spellcasters in your retinue, so perhaps they won't be able to unleash everything on us.
We will see.
Well, I happen to know your magics are a little more potent than mine, Victor, so I'm confident we will be fine.
Well,
Oh,
you
is
seem
any-
to place things a little better than I do. More of a utility.
Hmm.
It's true. A broad spectrum, I am more useful than you are, but at what you're good at, you're very good at.
Sad. If I was any stronger, I would be able to banish one of them. Can anyone cast a 4th level circle here?
I can.
I also can, but
Ah, little man, it is good to actually be able to speak to you now.
I don't
Yes,
agree
what is
with
your
that necessarily.
what
but,
is your name?
my name
Yes.
is
Little man, what is your name?
my name is Victor, not Little
Oh,
Man.
You are very tiny.
All men are little, standing next to Lucano, unfortunately.
Lucanu is literally
not
like
tiny.
6'5". 6'5".
Not all men, but most men.
Does anyone have the spell banish?
No.
I do.
Good. Then you can use that on one of them.
Right,
My b-
but I have to, while I am doing that, concentrate. There is a chance they will see what I'm doing,
You will be under my protection.
and it only will happen for a limited amount of time.
No harm will come to you as long as you stay close.
Oh, so hard to not to just be quippy and say like your queen was.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Oh,
Jeez, dude.
no. I do not know. Do not say that to Lucanu.
Kyle specified that wasn't on character for a reason.
It's like Lucanu rolls initiative.
Someone's gonna die in their sleep
That
tonight.
was spicy, though. That was spicy. Thanks for at least letting us point it out.
Oh. And something I know with Banish, there's a decent chance that Banish is
So-
only limited if they're from our plane.
The big deal with banishment is, I mean, they're hags. I assume Feywild. That's not our same plane, so if I can hold it for a minute, they're gone forever.
Yeah,
But
Until they find a way back, yeah.
but hags will probably know what banishment is, and a way back as well. They just go back to the way they came in
They
in the
also-
first place.
they-
But
They also know.
But we're
that
gonna
you-
have two. We're gonna have two
cast-
other hags that are beating the shit out of us while we're doing that, and I'm gonna have to roll con checks, and that's not a place you want to be with banishment.
Specifically, just specifically because Valfine has effectively told them everything about you. They know you have the banishment spell.
They're gonna know what spells we have if that is true. We rolled an insight check last session, and it was hard to, there's no real. I mean, it seemed to be telling the truth as far as we could see. So it's a lot of. Yeah, they're gonna know exactly what to do when I pull that banishment out, and they're gonna be like, okay, or they're gonna counterspell it before it even happens. We got 3 things with potential counterspells too, so which is extremely painful. There's no real telling, but just wait till they counterspell healing spells, then we're fucked. So
We will be fine. All we have to do is stop them from casting anything on War. And then we just let War deal with them.
I'd rather have more than that as a plan.
don't make
Logic.
me banish you, War.
It has
Logic-
worked for literally
Do
everything. up
what you
until
have to
this point.
do.
Logically speaking, if they know everything about you, they might take that into consideration, prevent war from coming near them.
This is a lot of speculation for something we don't know much about.
No,
Or they could be arrogant hags or whatever they are, and we'll kill them quickly.
all we're doing now is wasting time when we should be killing them.
He does have a point. We really should just rest.
Yes, we should be resting, not killing.
Oh, I thought this was after the rest.
No,
The rest will conclude when you guys tell me
Oh.
you're ready. So
Okay.
yeah, there's no fight.
okay.
So it's up to
Well,
you
we
guys.
probably want to use the 8 hours we have safe in the bubble.
Yeah, we can
Oh,
say
yeah.
this happens anytime during your rest.
Yeah,
These
yeah,
conversations
right.
are just roleplay time.
well,
If Victor, yes, that's your name. Listen, for what it's worth, my friend Zal there, he will make sure that no harm comes to your friend while we venture out.
it's our friend, right? But I would hope
do-
so.
I mean, I've just met her.
Were you speaking to Zal?
No, but I was
Oh,
that was
you're
I was
referencing
telling
it.
I was referencing to Zal that
He was
can watch
offering
over-
Zal as a Velphine protector.
Ah, yeah.
The notion is appreciated. She will probably require that, yes, till we can figure out what to do about all that. Well,
Well, I'm going to bed now.
me as well. I need to recover my resources.
Random video game sleep noise.
Yes, as you begin to rest in the decayed hall, those of you who do stay up at night the tomb itself, your bubble doesn't completely erase sound outside of it, so you still hear the rumblings and the sort of mechanical thumb beneath your feet. At some point during the night, you do hear the great gears of the other room shift. One of you will hear the portcullis close towards the south that you came through. Other than that, nothing else disturbs your evening as the tomb sleeps with you, and you awaken the next day, rested. Those of you who are about to level, Victor, please apply that now. And anybody
Already done?
who,
I'm all
if
set.
you have anything missing on your character sheets, wherever they're at, refresh those, and get yourself looking good. That is a completed long rest. The bubble will fade. Almost like an alarm clock, letting you know that 8 hours has expended. And all that lies before you is the same.
Before we do
passages
anything,
behind.
I cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay, yeah, that's
I
a
want my
good.
shield back.
That's a good
I need the whole
I
thing.
idea.
cast my initiative spell on myself.
Okay, you cast the initiative spell on yourself as well.
Also cast Mage Armor.
Okay, I can't reach your token right now, Edwin. Can you just give yourself like a little boon? Like give yourself some muscles, like one of the boon things, so we know you have that.
Oh,
boon?
I cast anime every day. It's assumed that I just always have it. If I can put something on it.
Fine. You don't have to. As long as
I'll
you
give
remember.
myself the muscles. There you go.
Yes! Yay! I'm such a dork. Thank you.
He needs his
Actually,
mob
I think this one is a better one.
Which one?
It's more initiative-y.
Okay, yeah, I like it. That works for me. We'll just remember it's not haste. All right, cool. Then, yeah, you have a brand new day ahead of you.
Dumb question.
There are
Not a
no
question for Kyle before we continue. I cannot find the damn table for how many spells you can grab for a wizard right now. Do you know how many at level 10?
It's
No, I picked my spells, I mean prepared.
fuck, I think it was
Arcana
like
plus, so it should be, I believe it's your Arcana score plus 8. It's in if you go to Wizard and it's in
Yeah,
spell
I'm
class
trying to
and-
dig through that, but I'm having a
I can get it for you if my
Okay, wizard.
it's like right in the spellcasting block.
Do you have your spell slots, and you need to know how many spells you can
He
add?
just needs to know how many he can prepare.
I just
He
need to know how
needs-
many
he
I
needs
can
that
prepare. It
prepare list
doesn't-
number.
yeah.
Prepare?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
hold on.
I-
actually,
Here it
screaming.
is. I
I'll
see
be right
it.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Intelligence modifier plus wizard level.
Int
Yep.
plus level. Oh shit.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
That's how many total I can have. All right.
how many
Prepared,
total
yeah.
spells you got prepared?
So I add an additional spell that I can ready. Good. Very
Yep.
good. That's all I need to know. Thank you. Sorry.
Anybody else?
Before we head out, yeah, Lucanu will walk up to Victor. He says, "I need you to do something for me."
Oh, right. It's very early. You're already dialing in. What can I do for you?
We're probably going to be fighting those hags soon. You need to be cautious. Here, she gives you a ring. I need you to put this on.
I'm not sure what this does.
It is a it is a warding bond. It is a spell. As long as you wear this, as long as you're in a certain distance of me, you will be protected.
How close do I need to stay?
60 feet.
Are you sure about this?
I am. Yes. Here, put it on.
Ed,
Yeah.
warding bond.
I would love to know what warding bond is. Is this
Yes.
a power of yours that is cosmetic?
Yes. No. It is It's literally a part of the spell.
That's awesome.
Uh,
I love it.
It is a level 2 abjuration. It is not concentration. It lasts an hour. When
Okay.
this spell wards a willing creature you touch and creates a mystical connection with you and the target until the spell ends.
How long?
1 hour.
1 hour.
1 hour. Gotcha.
While the target is within 60 feet of you, it gains +1 bonus to AC and saving throws. It has resistance to all damage. Also, each time it takes damage, you take the same amount of damage.
I think we've seen this
Yeah.
spell once before with Alex. So yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It not is real resistance to damage. Half the damage just goes to the Lucanu that you take.
Gotcha.
half
Okay,
the
so it
damage
just
goes to
splits.
Lucano.
Nice. Okay, yeah, for an hour. Okay. Remind me about the saving throw and AC. I'll try to make a note. But
Okay, yeah, we see you place that on your finger and the magic take hold, and there is a sort of arcane link between you and Lucano.
Get wrecked odd numbers of damage. You get reduced by 1.
That's the real MVP. The add up between the odd numbers. Well, I am grateful for this.
Yes. Out of all of us, you are the most vulnerable.
And there is the part I hate. Right. Very good. Victor would kneel down and tend to Valphine, making sure she's covered and either propped up against something comfortable or, he was keeping an eye on her most of the night when he wasn't sleeping. And just kind of like keeping a close eye.
She's weak. She sleeps most of the time. She is compliant to whatever you ask her to do. And yeah, she's very quiet, very passive.
Lucanu will instruct Zal to. Zal, please look after this one. She is very weak.
And
Yeah.
positively, Valpine speaks Chelton. Or Old Omnian.
Yeah, true.
She did.
She speaks our tongue. Do
Well,
not
so-
worry.
So did we establish that, Ed? Was she able to understand Ancient Omnuan? Because she did read the tablet.
Yeah,
Does she remember?
You don't know. You don't know. We haven't had a moment where Ancient Omnuan and
Okay.
her communication has come up.
Because would that technically be an enchantment, or yeah, we don't know. I guess.
So yeah, you approach Zal, and Zal looks down at Atan, who he's been watching this whole time, and back to you, Lucanu, and he says in Omnuan, he says,
Are you sure you do not want me with you, fighting at your side? I have been watching this one the whole time. You are giving me more to watch. I am not a babysitter.
I know. Listen, we're all at great risk, and these are skilled fighters, even beyond me. And these people here, they need you, especially that one with the bandana. I do not trust he can take a hit.
yeah, you're looking over at Biff. He looks and says,
No one can handle himself. I see skill with a blade easy enough. It's this one I've had to watch. He's crazy.
He's
points
crazy.
at Atan.
What has he been saying?
Not much. Whispers to himself. His eyes dilated. He's mad.
Mad.
The mere weaker souls cannot take what we took and be okay.
It does make sense. He is very frail and old.
If you ask me to watch them, I will. Because I respect you.
I know you do, old friend.
But if I hear battle, do not expect me to hold back my urges.
No, I will not. Biff. That is your name, right? Biff.
Yes, my name's Biff. You're Lucanu.
Yes. I can now understand your language.
Good.
Listen, in the advent that Zal leaves, you will tend to this one and the prisoner.
Well, we're not coming with you.
No. I doubt you could take another blow.
Wait, another blow? I haven't really taken any blows so far. I'm quite skilled, actually. I'm quite
What?
useful. I know how to use a sword.
Sure. But listen, I will need you to protect the frail ones.
You got your big
If
friend
it's
here. He seems to be really good at protecting this guy.
If things become dire, I will need his assistance, and then therefore it should be relegated to you.
Make a charisma check.
How good of a leader are you?
I will raise you, I will raise you instead of a persuasion and intimidation.
This is persuasion. Oh, intimidation? Yeah. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Go for it.
in the sense that this is like she is like, no, you will. God.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
Alright.
Go for it.
All right.
Let me see.
I got a +5 to this.
Okay. Two.
What is this?
You rolled twice,
Here, let me.
so you're
Roll
taking
again,
the
then.
you're taking the 3.
Oof. That is
Unfortunately.
that is an 8 then.
That is an 8. Roll a d4 for me. His loyalty is going down.
Oh no. Oof.
By 3 points.
Little Biff bitch.
You intimidate him. He's scared of you, and he immediately kind of looks to the rest of the party for any kind of backup, and sees that. I mean, unless somebody steps up now to intercept Lucanu, he looks well intimidated in this moment, and just kind of goes, I don't want any trouble or anything. I'll do what you ask me to if you do. I mean, you'll outnumber me. I can't really say no.
Don't worry. Just a suggestion.
Didn't sound like a
You
suggestion.
suggestingly threatened him?
Yes.
I'll do as you say. I'll do as you say if you want.
Thank you. She smiles at him.
He looks timid and uncomfortable.
So Edwin
Victor. Oh, go ahead.
Apparently this is like a how Omnian leadership works. But anyways, kill some hags, or open some doors, or things.
Will Valfine give up her journal before we leave? Victor would go to take it.
She hands it
For-
away like it's not even hers, and then for a moment stops and just realizes just how odd that is, and she just like, of course, just hands.
For safe keeping, I will bring it back. Bring it back, Bat. Bat it!
It is more yours than mine.
I don't think that's true, but we'll be safe with this one.
And looks over to the others who are caring for her, and is not going to protest. Will stay where she is as Zal, Biff, and Atan surround her and sort of set in to wait. Zal very reluctantly, Biff looking dejected, and Atan just talking to himself wide-eyed and just doing this.
We're going to take care of the things that did this to you.
and she just pulls you in close and just says, "Don't die."
Haven't died yet. And he'll place a hand on her shoulder and linger for a moment before turning to the party.
Okay.
Biff,
Yes.
is that just a cute nickname, or is that actually the name of your birth?
Bartholomew is my full name, but Biff is what my friends call me.
You are aware that Biff is the sound of a punch hitting someone's face, right?
Well, I guess I imagine to some ears, perhaps. What's your point?
Just curious if it was intentional or not.
No, not intentional. Full name, just shortened. Whew. I feel a little uncomfortable. Must have been sleeping on the wrong side of the bed.
Alexandria, you doing okay?
I'm doing just fine.
Right. You
Biff kind of looks around you for where the lantern is. Where is the lantern? Is it like just hanging on like a belt loop?
I actually had not gotten it back since
Oh,
giving it
he
away.
has it. Okay, yeah, he still
Yeah.
has it. And he says, "Well, keep the safekeeping for you, and we'll be right here protecting your friend."
If that's truly where you think you should be.
For now, well, safest in numbers, right?
Yes, she says, looking at Lucanu, which begs the question why we are reducing ours.
Make an insight check for me.
Okay.
Ooh.
Insight.
8. Biff's definitely nervous. Demeanor completely changed. He's very much been sort of in the back, and now that attention's on him, it's negative, and he's just sort of shutting up. He doesn't want to bring any more attention to him because it seems to be negative. But yeah, same everything I said before. You can tell he's dejected. Lucanu kind of spooked him.
Yeah, my comment was towards Lucanu about why we're reducing our numbers.
Oh, absolutely. I was just giving you insight on Biff when you're talking to him.
Gotcha.
Are you shouting that to Lucanu?
No, not really.
I think it was a passive aggressive like raise of the voice down the hall, not targeted towards anybody. I think that's probably is that my right, Kyle?
Yeah, you'll hear it if you want to hear it.
Lucanu does not. Lucanu does not hear it.
Shall we, Alexandria?
We shall.
Okay, are we taking the children with us?
Yes. They know things.
Okay. Yeah, Joho is with Lucanu, and No Face and Straw are with Edwin. So where to? We going down those stairs, I'm guessing?
Yeah, seems like it.
Okay. I don't think it will matter too much of a particular order, so I'll just dump y'all down there.
I also, as we get mostly out of earshot of the rest of the group, having heard the passive-aggressive thing from Alexandria, I'd be like, well, I'd rather not have any more deaths on my hands. That is my reasoning for wanting to leave them behind.
Agreed.
Let me get you.
I imagine, look, you would notice, Edwin, that Lucanu is like, will like not like hover around you, but like you are like, gives you like nods respectfully in your distance, in your direction.
So you enter that chamber once again after 8 hours. It's filled with green smoke again. The pot seems to be boiling once more, its lid on the floor in a similar direction to where it was, as the smell of sort of boiling soup fills the air, just with a tinge of burnt hair in it.
I re-prestidigitation the fire out and relit it.
Okay, after a minute, it dissolves the room, similar to the last time, as you clean up the mess that was made once again. And you're in that same chamber that I described to you before. Does anybody want that description again? I'll post it in chat if that makes it easier. Just so that y'all can read what you're looking at.
In a couple weeks, why not?
Which is nice, versus me having to read it again for the third time. Which I don't want to have to do. Because at a certain point...
It's fun.
I mean, I can. I'll read it again if y'all want me to.
No,
I love reading.
No, I'm just teasing.
I love reading. That is everything that you see around you in this chamber. Oh, and let's get the detail for the big green skeleton door at the back of the room. That is worth having information on as well, since it would also be viewable, especially after the smoke dissipates. It's harder to see when there's a lot of green smoke in the room.
I go look at the shapes on the big door.
Yes.
See if we can case in them or not.
Yes, you step up to the skeleton gate, and you see this hand out once again. Y'all see that popped, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, cool. Yeah, you see before you, pretty much as per its description, those shapes there. What were you checking on, Edwin?
I'm looking to see if these are key insertable, because I've seen the keys.
They seem not insertable. There are gold plates covering the holes.
That may be the indicator for when we on those other plates. on the
Yeah.
walls.
Probably use the keys to get the plates.
Who has all of the keys?
I think War has
we-
about half of them.
Yeah, I've got them spread around.
I did just look at a Valfine inventory, and there was a square key on there. Has that been taken?
Oh no, it has not.
Okay, there's a
Well,
square
it's
key
in
on
the
the dead
bag
Valfine
anyways.
body, so I do know where one of them is.
Should I
Probably
fish
pull
in the
that
bag?
out.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll do that. And Victor's gonna kind of like set the bag down and.
I'm not gonna get stingy with it. You guys have those keys, like we got them, so you're able to collect them and have them. But I do want to know who they're on right now. Who has all of them, or do we separate them? Like,
I have a hexagon key.
you have a
I
key.
have Pentagon and
War has-
triangle.
Hexagon, triangle. Victor has square. Where is our hexagon?
Was it on?
We can just say it's
Brolin?
on somebody. We'll say it's on Brolin. Sure. So that would also be Victor, right?
Say that again. Sorry, it cut out.
That would also be on you. Do you have the Brolin body bag?
The Brolin body bag. I only have Valfine listed here.
Okay, where's the Brolin body bag?
I think that all got put into that bag.
Is he also in that bag?
Yeah, I think you have a bag of corpses.
Oh, that's unsettling.
Yeah, you
I
might
did
want
not know I
You might
had
want to
that.
relay with Alex everything that was in the Wiffle Spark bags.
Oh no, they emptied out most of the Wiffle Spark bags, but I think after we went through, we cleared out. We went through the inventories, grabbed anything important, plus the 2 bodies left
Regardless,
behind the junk.
we don't gotta
Okay.
get into the nitty gritty. I will say that
Yeah.
Victor has 2 of the keys. War has
Square
2 of the keys,
and-
and Alexandria has 1. Yep.
What was the other one I had?
Square and hexagon. We'll give you that.
Gotcha.
And then Alexandria has pentagon.
Hexagon.
You have hexagon. Which one were we missing?
Octagon?
Octagon.
Mm.
Victor has octagon and square.
Okay, so square octagon.
Okay, cool.
Well, should we do this in order of the number of sides or something?
Probably.
I would say from left to right. It's already listed on that door over there. We should probably do just that. Yes.
Well, Should, I guess I'll try this one.
Okay.
And,
Take a key to open it, or is it just a door?
You approach a wooden door. It is full wood handle, wood, or probably metal hinges, you imagine, and carved into it is the triangle.
I will take the triangle key out and put it in keyhole if there is one.
There's no keyhole. It's just a handle.
I wouldn't be surprised if the plates become keyholes once we solve whatever the room is.
Yeah, there's some kind of challenges.
Yeah.
Trials, perhaps. Right.
Little
Alright.
boys said trials, so.
Well, wish me luck. I will open the triangle door.
You swing open this mundane wooden door. Within, you see a chamber. You see a 5-foot wide, floor-to-ceiling glass cylinder near the back wall of said chamber. It is filled with light, the source of which is not apparent. A tiny triangular hole is cut through the glass, enough to get a couple of fingers in there. 5 feet above the floor, inside of the cylinder, an iron lever is set into a metal plate on the floor. That is what you see.
Mhm.
Okay.
Alright, so the triangle hole is 5 feet above the floor, and the lever is on the floor. So it's the hole is 5 feet above the lever.
Indeed.
And it's a cylinder of light with the indentation or the shape in it. So
Alright, I'm gonna glance into that room and see if there's any floor traps.
Yeah, you don't see any. No, nothing apparent. Nothing apparent.
Then I may walk into the room and take a look around in here. Okay.
Anything beyond that corner?
Yeah, it's all blank room except for the cylinder.
Yeah, looking around, you see a fairly just mundane, solid stone chamber past that wooden door with only this lit cylinder with the lever as a point of interest.
I have a way out if you want me to take a go at this one.
I think we just have to flip the lever, but how are we gonna flip the lever is the question.
You said there's a triangle hole. Is the
Yeah,
triangle key like look like it would fit in that hole?
Maybe. You're not sure from where you're standing. It's like looking at a hole, like looking at a hole
Yeah.
10 feet away. Does that fit? You'd have to go up to it and try it.
it's the door. Here we go.
You sure you want to be in here with me?
I'm still looking and trying to figure out if there's a way we can flip the lever with, because I don't think it's a little tiny hole. So, yeah, we'll let you try the
as-
key.
As they leave the room, can I cast dancing lights in the center?
Oh, dancing lights in the center. You need some light
There's
in this room?
Yeah, there's no light here if you leave.
Sure. I think I have some light in the other room here. The vision tokens that I had before will do nicely. Let me grab that. It's on a completely different page, so bear with me. Yes, you cast dancing lights, and these sort of globules of light fill the room.
Does the key fit in the hole?
I will hold the key up to the hole and see if it looks like it's meant for it.
You hold the key up to the hole and pink against the glass, and it's just a little too big.
Maybe the back side of the key that has the triangle? Or is it?
That was the triangle side, I assume.
Okay.
You were
Okay.
trying to get the skeleton head side in, were you? Now that doesn't fit either.
Mm.
I ask. My little friends are on my shoulders, even though they're sitting in the corner there.
Yeah. I'll just put them here so we can see they're chilling.
Yeah. If your one friend had things that they could help with, is there things that you can help with?
Which one are you talking to?
Let's go with No Face.
No Face. Okay, yeah. Alright,
Is this glass cylinder big enough for me to be inside of?
Yeah. Yeah, you think you could fit in there. Yeah. No Face, as you direct that question towards No Face, Edwin, if the one friend gave a boon, can they? No Face says, I believe my predicament did leave me with a bit of residue magic from the hag's curse. I believe I can help as well, but I'm not sure if it's something you'll need. But I'll give it to you if you want it.
Yeah, that way you can help solve this case. It's always good for that.
Of course, I'll always be willing to help a member of the Waterdeep Guard. And it places a little gentle hand, and you see magic ting from its fingertips, and you gain a boon similar to Lucano. I will whisper this to you, Edwin.
Could we get a mage hand through the gap?
I think War is about to make a war go through the
summon.
gap.
If there's a point that you can see and there's nothing impeding said point, it's just free airspace. You can summon something in.
I'd say we could try and pull the lever with a mage hand.
If you want to try that, that prevents me from going inside like I was about to.
I mean,
Well,
yeah,
you can make Mage Hand go away.
I feel like it would be better.
Mage Hand is
than-
probably the starting path here.
I feel like you're putting yourself at risk, whereas the hand could trial it first.
Sounds good.
So I guess I will do that.
Okay, are you stepping into the chamber so you have line of sight?
I think I could have line of sight from where War is, right?
Yeah,
Definitely
just about.
could.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I still see it from here. So I will
Perfect.
have the mage hand appear inside the cylinder, and I'll have it pull the lever.
You see it take form. It grasps on the lever. The lever is too heavy for the mage hand.
Yeah, more than 10 pounds of lever.
10 pounds of lever. God, of course. Thanks, Chris Perkins.
Too much resistance.
All right,
Can't solve something with a cantrip.
swap me spots. I have the effective range, or same thing as a cantrip, kind of. I use a bonus action to summon my echo inside the chamber, so I can magically manifest an echo of yourself in an unoccupied space you can see within 15 feet of you.
Okay. Yeah, you see the echoed dark version of you dissipate in the room and reappear inside of the cylinder.
And then I will. I think it takes a bonus action again. Yep. Wait 6 seconds, and then bonus action teleport swap with the echo.
You appear inside of the cylinder.
And then I am going to wait a second, and then I'm going to pull the lever and then swap places as fast as I can.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
trying to time that. Absolutely, you can. You pull the lever. The moment that happens, those in this chamber hear a small bit of metal scraping against metal, just like a sound effectively, and it's a little longer than that. And looking over towards the skeletal door, the triangle golden, the golden triangle seal has disappeared. There's an open gap, a keyhole, if you will.
Nice.
Can I see if anything happened to the echo?
The echo seems perfectly fine. It is the dark mirrored reflection of yourself that it always is, sitting inside of a illuminated glass cylinder.
That seemed easier than I expected it to be.
Well,
I will
we still have
resummon the echo
four-
out here.
4 other doors, so don't get too excited.
I guess I opened the door I'm in front of, continuing our way around the circle.
Okay, Edwin, you swing open the wooden
Pentagon?
door. We're all okay. Yeah, you swing it open. To your surprise, there's someone on the other side. Let me describe this to you. So, immediately, everybody in this room, the delicious aroma of spiced meat greets you. I will remind you all that you have been eating trail rations for months. It has been a long time since a well-prepared meal has met your mouths, and immediately this delicious feast meets your nostrils. At the end of a 20-foot long corridor, a room opens up with beautiful red tapestries covering the walls. A feast is spread out on 3 tables consisting of roast boar, squash stew, and a tray of perfectly iced cakes. Flagons of frothy beer complete the banquet at all edges of the table. You see a gaunt human male in a dusty black suit quietly arranging the items on the cake table take notice of your intrusion. Without a word, with one finger, he gestures you to come forward and sample the feast. All of your stomachs either gurgle or turn. Unless you don't eat food, this is a intoxicating aroma.
Oh dear.
The very butler-esque gentleman stands with his arms behind his back and just stares at you, Edwin, awaiting a response to his beckoning.
I've seen what they cook here. I do not trust you.
He just sort of shakes his head and bows gently.
Guess I should go into the room anyways.
Be careful.
Well,
I mean, I smell it, but I don't have to see it.
okay, I closed the door behind me.
Okay.
Uh,
You close the door.
Yep, I'm gonna walk up to this guy.
He steps out of the way and gestures to the banquet.
I start looking under tables and things for another lever.
Yeah. Make a
I also
What's that?
like to try to figure out if these are illusions.
Oh, if these are illusions?
Yeah.
Make an Arcana check for that, and then make just an your passive. What's your passive investigation?
Passive investigation is much lower. It's 14.
There's no lever just hanging out in this room. You don't see one.
Okay.
Make an Arcana check though.
Well,
It's all delicious food, man. Like none of this is. It smells amazing. It's been a long time. You've been on a long expedition yourself since the intoxicating aromas of the trades wards many delicious restaurants, like all kinds of great food, and a lot of what you see here is of that same quality. It is quite the feast.
I feel like I should be making a check.
No, your stomach's gurgling.
smells wonderful. What's going on in there?
The door is closed, so the smell is still lingering, but it's beginning to fade.
Edwin went inside. It looked like there was a bunch of food.
Did the door close by itself, or was that him?
That was him. There was a man inside too.
Right.
Oh, I asked the guy how I passed this challenge.
He just sort of looks at you and gestures to the food.
I am now just realizing I haven't eaten in literally hundreds of years.
You ate last night.
That doesn't count.
You're a mumble through a door. I don't know how you heard that one, man. Oh, I mean, perception. That's pretty high.
That doesn't count. Well, your hearing is impressive.
Alright, I opened the door back up.
Okay,
and,
yeah, you swing it open. Immediately, the smells of that feast return to all of your nostrils. It was almost like not smelling it was just like, oh man, and then it just comes immediately right back, and it's like, oh, it's so good.
I have no idea how to solve this, but this guy wants me to eat food, possibly punch. There appears to be punch.
Frothy beer, yes.
I was just going by the image. It looks like there's a punch bowl behind the cakes.
Well, if it is poisoned,
Well, we can.
I
At
have
least
a
see
decent
if it's-
stomach.
Do you want
Yeah.
to check if the tables are magical, the food, or
I don't have that particular ability.
I can take 10 minutes and I can determine that if it stays that long, but
Did you try the curtains?
And not, I can go try the curtains. I look behind the curtains.
Okay.
I see a
wizard.
wizard.
Looking behind the curtains, there doesn't seem to be. It's just solid, stone wall. Passive investigation still. It's 14. Yeah, it was 14. Right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
If it's something visible, I have passive perception at 24
that's very, very true.
or 22.
So yeah, looking around, the tapestries, there's nothing. It's all mundane stone wall behind it, but the tapestries themselves seem to hold mundane illustrations. Nothing really of note, save for one in the southwest corner, which has an interesting design to it, and your keen eye sees within the mundane illustration a subliminal devil's face, cleverly hidden in the design. Its open mouth forms a pentagon. That's something you notice.
I look behind and on the back of that curtain.
Plain curtain and a solid wall.
I pull down the curtain.
Okay, yeah, you pull down the curtain off of the wall. It is attached at the top. Are you ripping it?
How high up is it attached?
12 feet.
Oh.
I think so. What was the... Did it specify the height of this chamber? No. 12 feet.
Perhaps the challenge to be overcome is to eat the food but not gorge on it.
Maybe. I shoved the board table over.
You shove it over?
Yeah. Oh, not shove it over. Like shove it upright still, but I'm just shoving it into the
Oh,
corner
yeah.
so I can stand on it. So I can take down the curtain gently.
Okay, yeah. You can remove the curtain gently. And try your best not to bump down or shatter any of the delicious food below. Those aromas just coming right up at you. But
Okay.
yeah, you can remove the tapestry, and you have it.
And I take the tapestry out of the room and hope.
Okay, yeah, you have a red tapestry with you. When you leave the room, man, the before your tummy was grumbling, but now it feels like you haven't eaten in days. It's not good. Leaving that room, leaving that aroma, it doesn't feel good. Your stomach turns. It's like, man, you're regretting not eating anything.
Oh boy.
Well, if it's a test, I am concerned because it's either going to be a challenge of our constitution, which should be war, or it's going to be a challenge of our willpower,
Which should
should
definitely
be
not be me.
Which should be me, probably.
Should
actually.
be
I'm a
Edwin.
cleric.
That's fair. Or Edwin.
He's gonna have the willpower.
Well, whoever's gonna eat something.
It should probably be me, just because I do have a high in both of those things. So if it's poison, I'll survive. If it's will, I have the good chance.
If it's poison, take this, or I'll hand you Wild Root, which is a thing that I've had in my inventory for a while that says heals poison. That forgot that I had.
Just not even able to use it.
I have 3 of them. So
Smells of musty turtle.
Did we pick those like up very first thing when we left Nine
Did
Zaru,
you
or
wanna
what?
wait for 10 minutes for Victor or Alexandra to do a magic thing?
it was after we got our magic items, at least.
Wow. Couple months.
When we left port last.
Nice. Well, I can certainly check before you go
Because
in
you can
there.
see a lot of the food from where War is standing without entering the room.
I would be happy
Oh.
to test that if we're
Go ahead.
having any doubts.
Pretty sure there's magical food in here.
Well.
That's how it made me feel when I left the room.
Well, then I don't need a.
You just feel
ritual to tell
really
you that, do I?
fucking hungry.
Yeah. Oh, I sent you a message. Does that affect anything?
You sent me a message. Where'd you send it? Okay.
In roll 20.
Interesting. Okay. How do I retcon this but not retcon it and make it kind of interesting? Yeah, you feel strange. You feel very, very strange. The recent boon gifted to you by Clay No Face seems to be counteracting to some degree this feeling, but I think you're sort of left with a feeling of disappointment.
Okay.
It is almost regret that you didn't try the food more than hunger.
Got it.
It's like it's a FOMO. You feel like you missed out. So what's happening?
Just out of curiosity, can I look at the door and see if it actually, not the wooden door, the big door with the seals,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
see if that seal is still there?
Which one?
The Pentagon one?
The Pentagon is still there.
Okay.
Oh, I hand the tapestry with the devil face on it out to people so Alexandria and Victor can look at it.
Yeah, you all can spot with Edwin's help the location of that sort of interesting hidden tidbit.
I mean, this really does make me think we're supposed to be eating this food.
Yeah.
The drawer is clearly to the table with the food on it, but
Well, this is from. It wasn't in front of a table. Because it was this one, right?
right. But you checked behind it and you didn't find anything, correct?
No. There's the blank wall behind it. And there's nothing on the back of the tapestry either.
Yeah, it's just a blank wall now since the tapestry was removed. Handed to Victor. very long red tapestry. Beautiful mundane illustration. Tiny little devil face with a hexagon or a pentagon mouth.
Can I make maybe an intelligence check? Victor's smarter than me by quite a bit.
Sure.
Can I put this together, I guess? Through
Sure.
maybe an investigation, or what do you
Yeah.
want?
Give me what an intelligence-based skill you think would. What are you looking for? Just
Just like putting the piece with the food and the feeling you're getting and the tapestry with the thing in it. Can I?
sure. Trying to connect the
Are
dots.
we on the right path here? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Oh my god.
You don't think you're any more on the path than you were recently. No, you're not even sure if the two things correlate or what's happening.
Feels
But
ba-
God, that smells so good.
I still feel like it has to do with the tapestry.
Potentially, this could be about being generous. The butler is gaunt, perhaps offering him some of the food. Is the
Right. I think the tapestry is simply theming what goes on in the room.
But
Since we...
it was only one of the 5 tapestries in this room.
Could be the. What if it's the opposite? What if we have to give it food?
Give the tapestry food?
Not the tapestry, the spread. Add something to it.
contribute. Right.
I gesture to the butler to go ahead while we're discussing.
Go ahead. What do you?
Hey, go ahead and eat.
He puts a hand up and shakes his head, and then looks to you and gestures you forward. Actually, you don't think he's talking to you anymore, Edwin. You think he's like gesturing to those behind you.
Okay.
Hmm.
Can I see the tapestry again?
Yeah, you've got it in hand. It's right there with Victor, so I imagine it's no contest to hand it over.
I'm gonna stare down this butler.
Okay, yeah. You stare right at him, and he stares back at you, and every once in a while, he nods his head and gestures that you come in.
Alright, I spread the tapestry out on the floor and am looking and trying to and looking around the actual devil's face, looking for any writing or anything.
Yeah, looking around it, make an intelligence check for me, or intelligence-based skill. Something intelligence-based.
Okay, we'll use investigation.
Sure.
Because I have a bonus in that. And I'm not super smart.
21. Nothing like detailed or anything, but looking around it and really interacting with it, getting it on the ground, feeling it out. The only thing that you notice is that the mouth of the devil face, the pentagon, is perfectly sized for like a hand.
I poke the pentagon.
Fabric.
Everything is pointing to that food, so...
Go hang it back up.
Yeah, you want to come back in the room?
Yeah, I'm gonna go hang the tapestry back up. Climb back on the poor thing.
Oh, so that takes a while. What's everybody else doing while Edwin's stepping in the room to rehang an entire curtain?
I think it's pretty clear what needs to be done in there, but I appreciate how thorough he's being, but
Try giving food before taking it.
could, or maybe choose something small if it's based on the size of whatever is there, but...
Alright. Once every discussion is done and I get this back up.
It's like that's like 10 minutes to get that thing. I mean, that's like getting you're on a table, talking up, and you're trying to get these hooks up. So, like, is everybody chill while Edwin does that, or are you guys acting and doing something else? There's been a lot of idle time outside. I just want to confirm.
Suppose we could open another door. So far, they haven't been hurtful to open.
We
Yeah, they
certainly could. It's my door next, right?
Yeah, one right
Well-
below you, yeah.
Technically, if we're going left to right on the door, we already skipped one.
Well, I was just doing
Yeah.
one side then the other side.
Mm. Mhm.
Right, so I guess I'll open this door.
Okay, you swing open the wooden door, Alexandria. On the other side, you see a large, cracked, six-sided mirror. It's mounted above a stone shelf protruding from the opposite wall. 5 unlit candles stand on the shelf, each made of yellow wax and covered with tiny black sigils. Scrawled on the wall above the mirror in dried blood are the words Piggy, Piggy, Piggy. That's what you see.
Six-sided mirror. Just in that, like it's a hexagon that's on the wall, or is it like a standing hexagon?
It is a hexagon that's on the wall. Hexagon.
Okay.
From here to the sigils, are they in a specific language? Are like, do they indicate anything, or are they all the same sigil?
Make an Arcana check.
Okay.
Oh, these are conjuration sigils.
Ah,
Arcane runes.
so I can posit that lighting a candle will summon something.
Perhaps.
Well, I will relay my thoughts on the matter. Piggy, piggy, piggy. Piggy is 5 letters. There are 5 candles.
Right, but 3 words.
For a six-sided door.
Do any of the candles look any different than maybe the previous ones, or
I step
are
into
they all the same?
They all look fairly identical. Maybe a few have burned a little longer than others, but for the most part, the wicks and the wax are in a similar level.
Maybe start with the smaller. Oh, perhaps. For-
I would like to try something. Is the mirror sealed to the wall, or can it be moved?
Yeah, investigating the mirror, you see that it is sealed to the wall.
Maybe look in the mirror at the other stuff.
You see your reflection.
Does anyone have a mirror?
Falfian had thieves' tools.
Oh yeah, there's at least
With
a
a hand
mirror
mirror.
in the party. Edwin also has thieves' tools, but he is busy hanging up a tapestry.
Yeah, he is.
Up a party in there.
Hey, Edwin, you got a mirror?
So the butler is just sitting there, just staring up at you, Edwin, as you're just putting that mirror up there, just silently, or not the tapestry.
Mirror talk.
Okay, so let's say I magic pockets like in Divinity, and I just have the mirror now.
Well,
I would
Victor
like
has a mirror on him. and Edwin has a mirror.
Oh
on him,
yeah, you
but
want the
I
mirror?
don't
Yeah,
think
you can.
people should go in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You have a mirror.
I can
there's a way to
fairy
get it.
things.
There's
Yeah.
a mirror in the party. If you plan on just returning it to where it was from, there's no reason to change anything. If you need it, you've got it.
I would like
I
to.
keep
hold-
telling people not to enter the room I'm in now.
Don't plan on it. I'm gonna hold up the mirror and reflect the blood-written words into the mirror to see if they display any differently.
Okay. Yeah. You're sort of it's sort of hard because the mirror's this small and
You're
that's
like-
really big. It's sort of you got to go like one letter at a time. They display exactly, reflect exactly how they are on the wall. Just
Yeah.
flipped and then flipped again, so back to normal.
All right. So you said the candles have been burned to different amounts.
Yeah, very negligible. They're pretty close.
Okay, so there's no clear indicator.
No, nothing so much as to cause for suspicion. They're pretty close.
I'm wondering if Piggy indicates the order in which these should be lit.
Are the sigils different between candles?
Each one, they are different sigils, but they're all conjuration runes.
Any of them summon a pig?
Would I know that from my critical earlier?
All you know is it's conjuration, and it's gonna. I mean, conjuration usually brings something out of nothing. That's the sort of base of that magic, and there are the words piggy above it. Perhaps this summons farm animals. We're not really sure. I mean, unless they're activated some way or another. I'm not sure you would know. Usually runes are dormant until activated.
Well, my guess is Piggy's written 3 times. I think lighting the 3rd candle is the solution. But that's about it. That's all. That's as far as I've gotten.
Well, if you think it's summoning something, I can stand in here with you too.
As War says that, he does not stand in, but his shadow does.
Yeah, I was.
Oh,
swapping
okay.
it.
I thought you were just sending the shadow in. Don't worry,
No,
I'm right
I was-
behind you.
I was-
Not
I'm
really,
trying
though.
to click. Or trying to click.
Oh, you're good.
Hmm.
Just let me know once I have the tapestry up.
You know what?
I,
Yeah, by now I think you do. I think you've hooked it up. It's hanging up against the wall as it once was.
Alright, now I poke at the hexagon? Or
Yep.
the pentagon?
Your finger goes into the mouth.
I grab a cake and I put it into the mouth.
Grab a cake and you put it into the mouth. Set it down. It's gone.
Did the thing open?
Lucano, you are one of the only people in the room with Victor.
Did it open?
You
Did it-
see solid gold seal still right where it was.
No.
I reach in and start feeling around, trying not to cover my hand in cake.
make a dexterity saving throw.
For the cake?
You put it in there, man.
I reach around and try and pull the cake out.
Sure,
And then-
it's pitch black. Let's see how you do. You grab the cake. It's fine. You don't get any on
Alright, I set the cake back down, and then I start reaching around the room, around in there to see if there's anything else in there.
Yeah, you reach around. After a few moments, it's just sort of darkness, and then you feel something. Something cold to the touch, different texture, and you start to follow it up, and it seems to sort of project itself from the wall, and you grasp a lever.
I pulled the lever.
You pull the lever, Lucanu and Victor, you hear that same sound, and this time probably looking towards the door since you were just asked a moment ago, you see the seal of the this is the Pentagon roll out of place. And behind it is an open keyhole.
Whatever you did in there, it's good.
Pulled the lever.
Good. What?
It appears there's a theme.
I
Levers.
come over to Alexandria. It's a lever.
What's a lever?
Well, the first two were levers.
Wait, what if the candle's a lever? Do the candles look like levers?
They look like
Candles
candles. They look like candles just sitting there.
Oh, also, as just a thing to Alexandria, does everything in the other room look the same as this room, like through the mirror?
Yeah, you want to look for discrepancies, Alexandria?
I couldn't help before.
Sure.
What's your passive?
Not great. Let's find out. 12.
Yeah, everything looks to be the exact same. It's a mirror. It's cracked, but it's a mirror.
The mirror is also a hexagon, right?
It is.
1, 2. Hexagon is how many sides? It's 6,
Six.
right?
Yep.
It's really. I keep thinking there's something wrong that there's only 5 candles. Because you
Yeah,
said
that
that
is-
earlier, War, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's kind of a problem.
Have either of you come out of the room since you've gone in?
Is there a 6th candle in the mirror and not outside the mirror?
Still
That's a
five.
good question.
Still 5 candles in the mirror.
I think. Fuck. I bet it's hidden in the room somewhere. Edwin.
Okay.
Edwin.
One of you walk out of the room so we can make sure that this room doesn't have a thing like the last room.
Okay, that's fine. Because I haven't even bothered trying to do a perception check, but if there is somebody gonna find it, it gonna be Edwin.
Yeah. I guess I walk in
Passive
After-
perception boy.
and I examine through the mirror to see if there's anything different on the other side.
Yeah, examining through the mirror, Edwin, passive, everything's the exact same.
Okay.
Alexandria said the candles were conjuration.
Oh, fun. Is this a table with legs or is it a shelf? Or...
It's like a shelf.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, can you check, like under the shelf, maybe the candle's like stuck on the bottom, or
Yeah.
maybe
checked
like
under
a
the shelf.
hidden nook somewhere?
There's a candle right underneath
Oh.
the shelf.
I
There we
Pick up the
fucking
candle.
go.
Jeez, come on.
I put it on the shelf.
You put it on the shelf. There are 6
All right.
candles.
Light. Now the question, does it have a summoning mark on it?
Yes, similar to the others, and same length.
All right. So now the question is, do we light all the candles or do we light the hidden candle? I think if I had to put money on it, I would probably say light the hidden candle.
Does the mirror reflect the hidden candle?
Yes. Yeah, it does.
The 6th candle's a fucking vampire.
There's 6 candles. The mirror is acted exactly like a mirror should.
Oh god. Alright, so if it didn't reflect in the mirror, that would make it a vampire mimic.
Which would be amazing.
Oh my god.
I absolutely want to fight a vampire mimic.
I don't know. I don't.
Oh my god. It makes it.
feel like there should be a
makes other
lever
things
somewhere
mimics
here.
if it infects you.
I look around the room to see if I can find a hidden door or anything out of place besides Piggy, Piggy, Piggy.
Yeah, you look around the room and nothing seems out of place. It seems the candle was the only thing that wasn't in plain view upon entering the room. The walls are solid stone. There's just the shelf, these 6 candles, the mirror, and the words.
We're lighting the right candle summons the lever.
If I were to hazard a guess, especially because now we know there was a hidden candle, lighting any of those candles was a mistake.
Yes.
Because that's that is what is presented to us, and everything in this whole fucking dungeon has been anything presented to us is a fucking trap.
Nothing is as it seems. Yeah, every time.
So, yeah,
I pick up the candles and look on the bottom of each candle.
Yeah. It's got a flat sort of to the wax as if it's been pressed to be able to stand up on its own.
Okay. I was just checking to see if there's stuff on the bottom.
Yeah, some
No,
of the
great,
rune
go for it.
tracings, but nothing else.
Where'd you find the lever in the previous room?
Through the tapestry mouth. I tried to feed it first. That just put cake in a hole in the wall.
I'll step up and touch the mirror.
Put your hand in the mirror, cold glass meets your palm. Nothing happens.
Okay. Well, worth a shot. I think we've exhausted
Pretty much
most of our
candles at the moment.
things here. Yeah.
So candles.
And everything looks the same on both sides of the mirror.
Yes.
The mirror is attached to the wall. Is there any way to remove the mirror?
no,
Not from what you can see.
sealed.
Do we want to look at some of the other rooms? Will we think about this room?
I honestly, because we found it, like so far these challenges have seemed pretty one note.
Yeah.
So I think finding the candle is the note.
Lighting them all at the same time, you think would have been the.
That's
Because if
the
you
big
lit
question.
5 instead of 6, do you? Not sure if missing a component would cause a piggy, or.
Well, if I were making this trap, I would make it so that every single one of those was a fucking mistake.
Mhm.
So
Was the
I
hidden
don't.
candle hidden very well?
It definitely was hidden that if you were standing in the room and you came in, you wouldn't see it. You'd have to kneel down and look under. Not well, per se, but it was not in view, just stepping in.
Is there anything in the space where I pulled the sixth candle out of?
No, it's a dusty floor.
Maybe we say oink, 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 and light the candle.
It's not something I'd ever imagine you say, War.
Summon the piggy.
I
Piggy
put the
dog.
candles in a hexagon.
Yeah, set them up in a hexagon.
Summon the Baelor.
Remember where that one candle was.
Oh, I remember where the one candle was, and I am keeping track of what order they were in originally.
Come to me, Lord
Okay.
Swine. The swine shrine.
Make an intelligence check for me, Edwin.
Oh no! You got wisdom, not int. No.
Wait. How far away is Edwin?
I mean, he's through a stone wall at the moment.
Never
Yeah,
mind.
you remember which ones were which.
Okay. He's not dumb. He's just not smart.
There you go.
Got lots of common sense.
Perfectly middle of the road. Yeah.
We gonna do it?
Yeah, which side is Piggy on?
What do you mean, which side? Oh, it's above it.
It's
Yeah,
on a wall.
It's
above the
above.
mirror.
It's above the mirror. Yep.
Okay. I guess everyone else is out of the room except for War, right?
Yep.
Or could just do an X sweep.
Okay, I'm going to press the negation, light the one I pulled out from underneath the table.
You light the one. It's lit.
It is all of them.
Okay.
Has anything changed in the mirror?
Yeah.
There's a lit candle.
Mm,
All of them?
Just
Okay. I
one. Sorry.
light
Well,
the rest.
Whoa.
You light all of them. They are all lit. They're lit in the mirror. They're lit on the side. You have 6 lit candles in a hexagonal shape in front of you. They're burning.
I put them out.
You put them out.
Maybe they were supposed to be in a line.
Put them back in order.
They're back in a line.
I relight them.
They're all lit in front of you.
I pick up the hidden candle and try to put it through the mirror.
It taps against the mirror and goes out.
Smoosh.
Okay, I put out the candles again and go.
They're all.
I got nothing.
I grab the third candle and pull it like it's a lever.
It squishes on the bottom as you pull just a little bit. And stick it back to the stone. Or the wood.
Well, we lit all the candles. Try lighting just the third one.
I light the third candle.
You light the third
Oh,
candle.
It's a mirror. Maybe with all the candles lit, it will show something else in the mirror. Can you look around? Look through the mirror and see if anything changed in the room. You know?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd light the candles and look to see if anything changes in either room.
In either in this room or in the mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah, your eyes are keen, Edwin. You catch most things. Nothing is different.
Try the double mirror and look at the writing again.
I hold my mirror in a way that my reflection me will be able to see the writing above the mirror.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm trying to see if the other side has a different writing than this side.
Ah, yeah. Okay, I see. Everything acts as it normally does. The mirrors act normally.
Okay.
Have you tried touching the mirror while all the candles are lit?
I tried to put a mirror through the. Yeah, I tried to touch the mirror while all the candles are lit.
Cold mirror.
Gotcha.
I put out the candles so we don't burn out candles.
Yeah.
Can we
Does-
try?
Does the shelf move?
It's the only thing we haven't shoved around yet.
Yeah.
I start shoving on walls, starting here.
That's very Whiffle Spark.
Let me just see.
Edwin is taller than the last one.
Edward, please.
It's
Not
just
the
it's
time.
just it's just you doing lunges basically. And it's all solid stone the whole way around.
Okay.
So all the candles are lit right now?
They were unlit.
I put them
Edwin
back
put
out
them out. He doesn't want them to burn
because
out.
I didn't want them to burn out.
Okay. Try all of them off, light the sixth candle, and then try looking around, because I still think the hidden candle's the key.
Okay, I light just the sixth candle and look around the room to see if I see anything.
Everything is as it was.
Shit. Okay.
Oh, I ask Ward to put out his axe and I have Alexandria close the door, and then I light the candle so it's dark in here except for the candles.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. There's
Okay. Okay.
You close the door, and you're lighting one candle.
Oh, also, when I close the door, I look at the back of the door to see if there's something at the back of the door.
Just wood.
Okay.
the whole time. It was a coat hanger.
Yeah, I just light the sixth candle and look around with just sixth candle.
Everything is as it was. This is the part as Dungeon Master where I will offer to you my party, since we have spent some time in this room. Your characters are not your intelligence. They are different. I will allow a group intelligence check for a hint if you want, or we can keep guessing. It's up to you guys how you want to go about. I just want to offer that to you. If this would represent you all sort of putting your heads together and spending time thinking about this.
Are we down for that?
One more thing to try. There are 6 corners to this room. We
Are
could
there?
also, throw
Actually,
the candles into each corner and see if there's anything in the middle. Try that first,
Put
and
the
then
candles all 6 corners, light them, and they're just candles burning in the corners of the stone room.
worth a try. Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright.
I have. Before we try the intelligence thing, I have one last thing because I thought this was too ridiculous. But maybe. So we put the candles back.
They're
Yep.
on the shelf.
Okay, they're on the shelf. I want to try 2 things. With just the 6th candle lit, I want to look. Can I get close to the mirror so I can see the room?
Yeah. You see it just
Okay.
behind you. Reflection
So
of
with
your
the
friends.
6th candle lit, I am going to look in the mirror and say, "Piggy, piggy, piggy."
You see something in the mirror that wasn't there before.
Jesus Christ! Is it Jason Bourne?
With just the 6th candle lit, you see to the south on the wall there is a lever in the reflection. Just you, Alexander, see a lever in the wall.
And if I look normally, do I see it?
No.
All right. Okay. I summon my mage hand,
Okay.
and I have it go over to where the lever is while I'm looking in the mirror.
Okay.
And I have it pull it.
It pulls down the lever. As this happens, you hear a chorus of squeals surround you all in this room. These snorts, heavy and deep, fill the room around you, and you almost hear a stampede as out of the darkness of the walls around you, you immediately begin to shift. And Alexandria, this is just from your view in the mirror. You see sort of crawling out of the stonework 3 large pigmen. Their clothes tattered, their jaws bloody with some sort of fresh kill, their teeth just sharp as daggers, and their eyes crazed with madness. As you watch this in the mirror, appearing before you all are 3 werebores. Roll initiative.
God damn it. I fucked it up.
No.
I don't know how I fucked it up. I thought we were onto it.
It might have been all of the candles.
Probably all the candles.
Probably all the fucking candles.
I mean, we were trying all the shit, you know?
That was going to be my second guess.
Oh dear.
Okay, that's 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
I have.
I rolled twice that
Advantage.
because I have advantage.
Same.
Oh yeah, this one would be right here.
Oh crap. It's gonna say that I rolled 3 times, but my first roll was 17. I just want you to see that.
You need to put your roll in. You can edit your roll.
Yeah, do the initiative thing, and then you can put your roll in.
Yeah, that's what I did. I just don't want everyone freaking out because I
No,
rolled
I'm not
6.
paying attention to that. I trust you to put in the number that you rolled.
My DM trusts me. Time to abuse it.
Of course.
It's your other party members you want to watch out for with that, not me.
Can I cast Fireball on Brolin? mean-
Yeah, Ed, I got a 50 on my initiative.
Nice.
I rolled terrible on my initiative.
I would like everybody to surprise.
below average.
Surprise is a factor here that I think can come into play. I want everyone to roll an insight check for me when we start
An,
this.
an insight check. Oh no!
What is up with these rolls,
Or
bro?
you are the only one not surprised when this happens. Alexander, I give you advantage. She saw through the mirror. Roll again.
Okay.
Damn it.
Oh my god! Roll 20s out to get us.
Warrior,
God.
the only one not surprised when this happens. You are battle ready, your blade already out, and a flame for light. It is always ready to swing at your side. You will not go first, though, if I descend this correctly. This is the order. So Edwin, surprise, Lucanu, surprise, and it's a werebore time. And they're going after Piggy. So
That's war, right?
that's Alexandria. that is the person who spoke the incantation. So we are looking at some multi-attacks coming your way. A maul and a tusk. So a maul coming first. You have mage armor. Your AC is 14 or 15.
Gonna go with 14.
14. Okay. Yep. Okay, cool. Here comes a maul. 8 is probably no go. I'm gonna guess that it's 14 that I need to hit. And the tusks, no hit as well. Alexander, you're immediately assailed as this werebore tries to just rip into you. What do you do to like clamber out of the way of this attack?
It's 13, by the way.
It's 13, but no
yeah, I
hits
have-
still.
Yep. To clamber out of the way, I think the first thing she did was just fucking cry.
Okay, all right.
She stumbled back onto the shelf, maybe even like halfway sitting on it to just push herself away from them.
Okay, yeah, shoving stuff away. Didn't you guys come into contact with a werebore a very long time ago? I'm getting memories.
Yep.
Yeah, he
we're
shouted profanity at us from up on top of the hill.
Yeah, that's
Right.
I remember now, yeah.
Around the goblins? Is that right?
It was we
Kind
were
of.
being chased by the were-tigers. It was like
He-
northern area.
Oh.
We were shouting at him, and he was like, "Well, fuck you!" Do the thing with his
Yeah,
fingers.
I will say, just because I don't know why I remember this, it's not player knowledge, or it's player knowledge. It's not character knowledge, but I believe that was Wakango's brother.
Maybe.
Right.
Who knows? In any case, we've got more attacks coming towards Alexandria since Victor, you were surprised. Another
Yep.
maul and another tusk.
Did,
24 with the maul, Alexandria.
Did Alexandria make?
What?
Oh no, they're missing. Good. All right, cool. Yeah. I'm getting ahead of myself. That's fine.
11 points of bludgeoning damage as one of those huge sort of like clawed hands scrapes across you as you clamber onto the shelf to try to get away from them, and
Temporary shield.
the tusks crit. Temporary shield. Oh, you said you're not doing shield because it's 24.
Yeah, I'm not shielding that.
Okay. The crit will deal 12, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw or be cursed with lycanopathy.
Not again.
You
Oh,
just made it. Very
Oh,
nice.
wow.
Very nice.
Get out of here.
So this turn, you're applying 23 points of damage total. It's War's turn. These things are just wailing into Alexandria. This one probably, curled right in there.
Okay, so bonus action rage.
Actually, no.
Yes.
Okay.
Rage. I'm going to move my Echo 30. I'm just gonna have it get in this corner. And then I'll just start attacking the one directly to my left.
Directly to your left. So
Top
that
one.
would be top one. Okay, cool.
Yeah. I will reckless attack.
With a magical weapon, correct?
Correct.
You will remember from your first time dealing with werebores, they are immune. Straight up immune if it's not magical.
All right.
You remember the arrows of Valfine bouncing off. So
19
Reckless,
to
19
hit.
is going to hit. Damage is, what's my total?
18.
Okay, all of your damage goes through. There's no resistances from your damage type here. It just rips into him.
I'm doing a red dot for reckless.
Okay.
So he is ancestral protected
Marked.
as well.
Oh,
Okay,
two more. War forgot the rage marker.
Two more.
Oh, yeah.
Forgot two more points of damage. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Got it.
Yeah, I did it after I hit the roll, but before I actually rolled. All right.
Okay.
So second attack.
Same one. 22 is
22.
definitely going to make contact.
So 19 damage.
19 points of damage. All right, yeah, that rips into it. These creatures, as you are cutting into them more, they're not hard to hit. Armor class 11, like you can get in there and just dig in. They're not a lot of armor. The hide is easy enough for you to cut through like a beast. So yeah, not tough on the outside. Anything else, War?
I think that'll do it.
Okay, yeah, just flaming axe tearing into the back of this one that was mauling Alexandria a moment
Oh
ago.
shit! I should have done the one that hadn't gone yet. I forgot that they're not all the same initiative.
All
good.
Alexandria is surprised, and the last werebore of the surprise round is going to maul Alexandria.
Yeah, Miss Alexandria.
We will see. She has 20. Oh no, you haven't shielded yet. 13 does not hit you with the maul.
It does.
13 does. That's your armor class.
That is my armor class.
Okay. Would you like to shield?
Looking at that damage,
It's gonna be
I think-
15.
yeah, I think I'm gonna shield that.
So we're looking at 18 armor class for the tusks, which they crit. Jesus Christ.
I will spirit shield.
Spirit shield is a reaction. You're spending your reaction to reduce it by 7.
Yep.
Only 14 points of damage is applied to you this turn. Alexandria, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. You are not cursed with lycanopathy. You resist it as it cuts into you. It does not enter your bloodstream. As these things just ravage you, just all attack you. Complete focus on the one who spoke the incantation. Rage, frustration, and insanity. These things are mad. There's no talking them down.
Oh, that amulet of health is pretty great, huh?
Oh yeah, I'm seeing you. I'm like, oh, but your HP is not going to half of the I'm just used to these numbers like tanking you, so that's good shit. It is the surprise round is over. No one is surprised. You can act in the moment you see Alexandria is being assaulted. Edwin, what would you like to do?
I will. As soon as it lets me click on my character again. There it goes. I'm going to activate my standard.
Get the spirit shield. Get the spirits out there. Yeah, there they are.
Get my bubble out, which will help everyone have temporary hit points.
Is
and
this
then
bonus action to do every?
That's
You're
action.
doing 2, right? Okay, so that's your action.
Yep.
Action spent.
And then for my bonus action, I will spirit weapon.
Let's get that spirit weapon out here. I always love searching for it. Weapon! Where are you from the web? Somebody save me! There it is, the conjured blade! Where do you want it?
It's gonna go same spot as War's Echo underneath it though.
Okay. Patow, it is there.
And then it's gonna attack the one that War attacked.
Okay, have it make an attack roll.
Oh, that's the wrong one. That one.
Okay, 12 will hit. A
Yeah,
total
12
of
damage.
12 force damage as it just stabs right into the meat. And it is bloodied.
Things
And-
take some hits.
I will roll for my temp hit points.
Okay.
So 11 for mine.
3. Oh, this isn't your Spirit Guardians. This is the temp hit point thing. So
Yeah.
Spirit Guardians not yet. Okay, understood. Okay, so everybody remember at the end of your turn to roll the D8 plus what?
D8,
D6 plus
D6
8.
plus 8.
Okay.
Am I in range, Alex?
If you're in blue, you can be in
Just
range,
remember
so you
that's-
can probably get there.
That is the thing. So try to remember that at the end of your turns. Edwin, is that your full turn? Standing where you are? No opportunity.
Yeah, I'm standing where I am.
attacks?
I don't want to. Actually, I don't want to move because
Okay.
then I'll take a.
Yeah, some attacks opportunity. Lucanu, the rush of battle. You can hear it in the room, the sound of these beasts. Werebores
Yes.
used to be a plague upon Shalt. In
Yes,
fact,
yes, yes.
they still are to some degree. You smelled the scent, you hear the sound,
She's just a giant woman with a sword,
rushes in.
screaming. Yeah. So
Alexander is being assailed by these things. They're completely focused on it right now.
Kills
Okay.
7 million werebores.
Kill 6 billion wereborn. Yes. D&D Beyond. Why isn't my D&D Beyond?
Where's Victor? I can't see him.
all the way on the
Oh
other
my
side.
god, he is all the way over
Yeah,
there.
he's.
I
Yeah,
was
this
like,
is
where's
really,
my wizard?
This is really bad. All right.
It's like, guys,
I'm there,
That's not
and I'm
easy.
at the
It's
bottom of the
going-
corridor, really. So
I'm going to attack this werebore right here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna roll for my first attack. I have for my attacks, I get +9 to hit.
Okay,
So
give
just
me that
for-
D20.
Just disregard the.
7 plus 9. That's gonna be enough to strike the one right in front of you.
Ooh, okay.
11
so-
armor class. They don't have a lot of. There's nothing really resisting your blade.
Okay, so 2d6 plus 5.
Is your blade magical?
Yes.
Okay, because her blade was not
Yes.
magical before.
So that is 8 damage for the first roll.
Okay,
Second attack.
that's
That
gonna
hits,
hit.
I assume. Okay.
It's 11 armor class.
Ooh, that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13. He strikes. Your blade shines as it just stabs into the wereborn.
Okay, and then I'm gonna make my third attack. That is 8 plus 9. I
Still
think that
hits.
still hits. I am going to expel a. Let me just look. I'm sorry. I'm still kind of getting used to the, you know,
And what do you
the-
got for me?
the paladin. I have not played a paladin in an incredibly
Like you
long
said,
time.
smite it.
Yeah, I'm gonna divine smite.
Okay, spend the spell
paladin.
slot. What level?
For each spell level higher than first.
It's D8.
Uh,
yeah, D8.
See, you can spend 1 spell slot to deal 2d8 damage plus 1d8 for each spell level higher. So I'm just gonna do a level 2.
Okay.
So I'll do 3d8 damage.
So it'll do 3d8 extra damage. Let's see the damage.
Okay, so this is the
So-
2d6.
From the physical, let's see that.
Yep.
So
So 7 plus 5 is 12.
12 points of damage.
And
Okay.
then 3d8. Damn.
10 radiant damage. Let me see if they have anything radiant related. These guys don't have much resistances to the spells you guys have been using. Did I literally close my werebore thing? I did. Why would I do that in the middle of using
Oh,
werebores?
my sword is radiant too. I forgot that.
Yeah, cool. No resistances there. It all cuts through clean, and it is bloody. Your blade stabbing 3 times into the back of this thing. Alexandria, you see your friends ripping away at these werebores, trying to pull them off of you. There's a lot of blood in this room right now.
Oh, my minions.
And then roll your d6.
If your turn is over, Lucano, anything else you'd like to do? I can't hear you, Lucano, if you're speaking.
I rolled a
Nine.
1, Alex.
Oh, there,
9,
Oh yeah,
10.
then add 9 temp hit points to yourself.
there you go.
God damn.
9, 10 hit points.
All right. No, Lucanu does not do anything.
Okay, that's the end of her turn. It is a werebore. War, you struck this
This
thing.
is the marked one, yes.
It's gonna strike you back. You peel it off of Alexandria. That is a taunt-esque ability. It will see you as the easier target and rip at you. So it will. Oh my god! Did I close my No, it's right there. I keep closing my werebore sheet. It's the one I need.
Do you have
um,
it connected to the token?
I do. I just keep minimizing it to see the map. Just because for whatever reason, I need to see Victor to like be comfortable. I just need to know he's there, so I keep minimizing it. All right.
good
so
to know Victor is your anchor in all things.
These are advantage. We have a Maul and Tusk coming your way.
Indeed.
So 9 is not gonna.
Nope.
9's gonna make it through. Tusk 18 is not gonna make it through.
Nope.
You are an armored shell. It rips at you, unable to pierce any kind of your defense. It is Victor's turn. Victor, you see the battle happening through a very narrow slit across the room.
Can I hit
You
this
did
one?
2 of them.
You can. It has +5 AC if it's an attack roll because it has so much cover. You are shooting through a door.
You just need a saving throw one.
A saving throw one would be more effective.
So if I can see it.
Give it the old ding dong.
That's true. If you
I
got
don't
it.
have the old ding dong. I would love the ding dong.
Oof.
Ding dong strong.
Let's say Alexandria has the ding dong.
I also have a ding dong.
Okay.
Yeah, they have the bing bongs.
Mine doesn't actually ding or dong though. It's a silent bell.
So I see a bit of Edwin and a bit of
Let me see what you see.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can see one of the creatures.
Lucanu.
You see one creature. This one.
That's not a bad one to hit.
It's true.
Let's if I can hit it. Ah, sure.
also
You know
have-
what? Fuck it. Firebolt.
Okay. It's
The
plus
firebolt
5
that
AC, so 16
Yep, I
armor
know.
class.
Yep.
It
He
has
can.
terrible armor class to begin
He's
with.
gonna suck on this
No,
thing.
not a lot.
Yeah.
That makes it in 12 fire damage. It just we see it like Lucanu right behind your shoulder. This like comes through, blasts right into the back where those wounds previously were. Victor the fucking Eagle Eye. I think there's a feat that makes you ignore cover.
That's sniper.
Yeah.
Sniper.
Spell sniper.
That's so fucking cool.
I almost took smell sniper, but it's
Smell sniper. I want that one too.
I mean, we're in a room of green gas, so.
Okay, so that goes off without a hitch. You hear it blast, hit the thing. It just like just snarls in pain.
I'm not going to crowd any more bodies in that room, so
Just
I'm
gonna
going
stay
to move
here
5
and,
feet
like-
down, and I'm going to keep an eye on that space if I need to do
Understood. It's a cramped space. There's just blood and weapons and magic happening
There's
inside. Of
limbs
that.
flying out the door.
That room is a cartoon of fight. Like we can imagine it definitely that way. Though it's much more horrific inside and very serious.
Period.
It's I mean, your friend is in danger. I closed the werebore because I wanted to see Victor. I'm gonna open it up again.
Do I need to just Misty Step for you, buddy? Is that
No,
what
it's
I gotta
fine.
do?
I just don't have enough. I need a bigger monitor. So we are
Put it in
going
the
down
lower
to
right.
the next werebore, which is going to. God, it's taken a lot of heat. You know, it's going to turn. It's going to attack Lucanu. It is going to peel off of Alexandria and attack Lucanu, who just tore into it with radiant energy. And for all it knows, it hadn't turned yet. That fire was also her. So it's going to rip at you, Lucanu. Normal attacks, nothing's imposing disadvantage on it, I don't think. So it's going to do a maul and a tusk your way. Armor class Lucanu, 18, right?
18, yes.
Perfect. Here comes a maul for 12, no hit. And a 15, no hit. It rips at you, similar to War. We see War and Lucanu on either side of Edwin, basically just holding the line of defending against these things as they rip. You get a lot of blood and saliva spraying in your face, but no contact.
I have to expect Alexandria to Misty Step out of this room.
That would be a great idea. That's what I would do as a wizard. War, what would you like to do? It is your turn.
That's definitely not what I'll be doing.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Interesting.
going to start with attacking the middle one. I'm not going to reckless.
Okay, does Ancestral Protectors fall off of him?
Yes.
Cool. I
Yeah.
figured that's a one-turn situation. So, no reckless. Take away your red.
Oh!
Holy fuck! First strike into this thing.
All right.
Alrighty. So.
It's dead. Goodbye.
It won't die from it,
18,
but it will be fucking hard. No, it's not enough. 78 hit
30,
points.
31,
31.
I think. So on the middle one, and that one's Ancestral Protected.
Okay, as Ancestral Protector, you tear into it. It is not bloodied. These things have a bit of quite a bit of meat, even though they're easy to hit. So it is. Yeah, I'm not even gonna mark it. It's not bloody, but it takes that full strike. That's a crit. What does that fucking look like?
Yeah, so he's attacking the one in front of him. He sees it like start to get bloodied, and he's gonna turn, just kind of mid fighting that one, and just hit the other one with like a. In the middle of combat, just take an opportunity to hit it.
It just lets out a horrible squeal of pain that I will not mimic and scare my neighbors. So it is. Yeah.
The spirits are going around that one now. They kind of peel off the other one.
Okay. Yeah. They surround it.
So it is Ancestral
It is
Protected,
protected.
and then I'm gonna hit the top one again.
Top one again. Okay. Can you Ancestral Protector more than one?
No.
Oh, that would be so cool.
It's
Go
the
ahead.
first thing that I hit with a melee attack per
On
turn.
a turn. Got it.
Yep,
Continue.
yep. So attacking
Definitely hits.
5. So that's 15, 22.
22. It is barely standing. War doing what war does, cutting down meat in front of him. Its face is starting to go mad. It's starting to sort of lose whatever composure it had when it stepped into this room, and its eyes more crazed than they were previously.
I'm gonna use one Unleash Incarnation for another attack from the Echo.
Okay.
To that same one.
Okay, absolutely. Yeah, the blood is just pouring down from it, but it's still moving. Its muscles still active. 16 hits.
Yeah, for 12.
For 12. All right, you discover an interesting feature to one of these creatures. It should have died that strike, but it does not. Let me introduce you to the Relentless feature. If the Werebore takes 14 damage or less, that would reduce it to 0 hit points. It is instead reduced to 1. It survives your strike.
Sorry, my tongue tying is.
It's contagious. So you strike, and the blood just sprays. Pieces of it are just falling apart, and it's still standing. Some sort of horrible, cursed magic keeps this thing bloodlusting in your direction, alive.
All right, I am going to have my Echo move down.
Is that a bonus action
here.
to move it, or a free action?
That is free.
Okay, cool. Just want to make sure we're counting, because we've had a lot of war.
Yeah, he's got a lot going on. And then I'm gonna use a bonus action to Shield Master the bottom one from the Echo.
You haven't used your bonus action. That's right. You just did your regular attack, your third attack. That was free to move the Echo, and this is your bonus. Damn.
Yeah. He gets
Okay.
to do a lot. Yeah. So yeah, contested strength roll
With this
or
one,
athletics with the bottom one.
it rolls a 17. Oh my god, is it prone?
Oh,
Is that the...
It is prone, yes.
Immediately just, you pull it off of Lucano and slam it to the ground in your shadow form. And it is to the ground.
Okay, that is my turn.
Whew, that was a big
another
6
attack.
seconds.
Right.
Alexandria, what felt like 60
66,
seconds. What's up, Alex?
Oh, just 10 hit points. I was running more.
Oh, War, yeah. Roll,
yeah, I
those,
took
roll those 10 hit points. Alexandria, it is finally your turn after a surprise round and being assailed by these things. You have a chance to act. What would you like to do?
Well, I did have something lined up until we discovered that they won't die unless we do over 14 damage.
Yeah, you
Well,
can
top
see
one
that.
and now.
You can see that thing is it's just surviving somehow.
The top one is what now?
Top one probably will die.
Yeah,
I doubt
you just have to do 14 to it. That's the
You
thing.
have to do 14 to it the first time.
From one
No.
source. Let me
I
see.
think that's just at any point.
Any
'cause
source. Any source. So yeah, if the werebore takes 14 damage or less, that would reduce it to 0. It is reduced to 1 instead. So any source, one source, has to do 14. It wouldn't be your total turn, so War's attacks would be considered separate.
And
But it
relentless,
recharges after short rest.
short and long rest, so you burn it.
Oh,
right?
you're right. It's right there.
Burn.
Thank you for noticing it. That would have been
Oh,
very
God.
overpowered.
So you
It's
burn
gone.
it once.
It's
we're
gone.
good.
That is a miss on my part. Thank God that I'm rolling
Yeah.
open, or else this would have been bullshit.
God damn.
All right.
Yeah,
cool.
I assumed that was just a trait that.
I
just
didn't
stuck
even. I
around.
didn't even read it.
Okay.
Totally.
I didn't see it in the title either.
I'm glad it rolled out there because I wouldn't have caught it. I'm too much in the heat of the moment. So that effect only lasts so long. We see it's still alive in that sort of bloodlust, but you think another strike will put it down. It's just somehow lingering in this world.
Yeah. Everything about a mage says I should run, but I won't. Instead, she's going to take her hand out, is going to become wreathed in ghostly fire, and she is going to strike it with a melee attack.
Fuck yeah.
Gonna use
I would give you inspiration if you didn't already have it. I would absolutely do that right now. Vampiric touch hits. Just the one right in front of you.
fucking barely. The one that wore.
The one that is almost dead. Yeah, it will perish.
That one will points though, or does that?
This one will. Well, this is a guarantee perish. I think the vampire. Are you looking for like a soul suck situation? I'm thinking.
Oh yeah, I'm about to get a lot of HP back.
Yeah, it is gone. It immediately, you reach out, strike it, and it turns to this sort of necrotic ash in its back, and a half husk falls forward, a bloody stump of what it once was.
Okay, so I get 4 HP back. As it dies, I'm just sucking the soul out of it back into my hand, and she'll just grunt, "Give that back." And she takes its life and strengthens her own, because that's 4 from that.
Okay.
And I killed it with a necrotic spell,
You did.
which means I get 3 times the spell level in
So-
HP.
And the spell level is what level is the spell?
So level 3 spell.
Oh
Oh,
fuck!
it's level 3.
9 HP, so 12 to HP total, right? Or no, 13.
Yep.
4 plus 9.
Should be full now.
She took some heavy hits. I don't know if she's quite full, but definitely
It'll be
absorbing
close.
some of that
I only
life.
got hit like once.
Twice.
I got crit as
Yeah,
well.
she got
Oh
crit.
boy.
Oh,
Oh, she ate a ton.
Yeah. Yeah, you suck the soul from that one.
grab your health.
Yeah, I'm working on it right now.
And is that the end of your turn, Alexandria? That's just your action. You still have bonus and movement if you'd like to utilize.
Unlike war, I'm not full of things to do.
You can't stretch out 6 seconds quite that long. Yeah, I get it.
Granted, I am a necromancer that doesn't play a necromancer. I should have undead minions doing things on my bonus action, but
True. What happened? Didn't we have a undead minion hanging out? Wasn't there one?
We
lingering?
do have.
I do have one. Yeah.
Dude, we could put him in the combat. Like, you just got to drop him. I think
Well, there's nowhere for him to go. I thought about it, but there's.
I will leave that up to you when you want your undead minion in a fight.
It was Biff's buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still
Aw.
around.
Poor
With
bit.
the, with the +1 Yukla.
Yep.
Yeah, and he's got the shield too.
When you want him, you may have him.
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. This werebore here is going to turn on War and start ripping into him as one of these
Oh.
things falls. Yes.
And
One.
Alexandria,
Yeah.
the
1d8
temp hit.
plus
1d6 plus 8.
1d6 plus 8.
Oh yeah.
This werebore is going to rail into War. Not advantage because you didn't reckless. So we have a maul for 20.
That is my AC.
13 points of damage. Half.
That'll be half to 6, right?
Half to 6. Yep. And then the tusks. 7. No hit. So this one just rips at you, gets through some of your defenses. Those claws tear into you, but you know it's the maw that can contract the disease, so you hold it back. Edwin, it's your turn.
Edwin yells at them, calls them vile creatures of Shar, and then is going to Radiant Flame them.
Yeah,
Or
those
Word of
damn
Radiance.
Starlians.
I feel like I should give you I want to give inspiration for that too, but you also have it. All right, so Constitution saving throw of 17 on one of these guys.
On both of them.
On both of them? Oh yeah, will it touch both?
It's Word of Radiance. It's
Oh.
all around me for anything I want.
Anything
Within
you
one-
want? Okay, they
there.
both have to make a save. Individual damage, I'm guessing.
Individual damage, probably,
Okay,
yeah.
cool. So that's Constitution. So the first is going to get a 5. It fails. It's the one to the north. To the south, the one on the ground will also fail. So I will apply the 17
Actually,
to the
let
one
me look
in
real
the
quick at the-
north.
I'm gonna read the spell real quick. Just
I don't know if spells ever really mention individual damage or not. I just assume if it's hitting a different target, it's individual damage, unless it's a full. I mean, it is a full-on AOE. I'll let you decide.
It's probably just a full-on AOE, so it's probably just gonna
Okay.
hit them both.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
You haven't used this spell before. What is it? Is Word of Radiance? Is it very just like similar to the Sacred Flame? It just gets both of them.
It's a cantrip.
Yeah. Yep. Cantrip. So the moon symbol on my shield just expands out like a holographic moon that just expands out for me, going through everyone.
Okay, yeah, and it tears into them. Only your magic only assaulting your enemies in the moment. Edwin, that's an action. Bonus movement.
Bonus, I will hit the one that is. I guess I'm gonna move this to my same square as me.
Okay.
And just bloody It hit the bloody one.
This one right here.
Yeah.
So
it is advantage.
Just as a heads up, I actually can't use the Shield Master thing. I double checked on it,
Oh,
so it should not be.
Hiya! You don't have advantage. It is not torn off. It's still on top of Lucano.
A normal attack.
That hits.
Just a 5. The top only happens once a
It
turn.
lives as its relentless ability triggers. That strike, meaning to kill, did not. Its rage.
Well, that was part of the point, was to
Oh.
try and trigger the relentless.
Absolutely, but I will describe it nonetheless. Anything else, Edwin?
That is all of mine. I will roll to see if I get higher than 11 on my temp.
Cool.
I did. Sweet.
There you go. Apply that. And Lucanu, this thing is barely hanging on. It's entered a blood rage. It's ready to die, but it's just clinging to life. And it's on top of you. What would you like to do?
Yep, she's going to finish this thing off.
Okay.
So again, +9 to attack. that's a hit.
Definitely hits. You can roll damage if you want, but it is dead.
Oh, it is.
It is slain. So you don't have to
Okay.
unless you want to
And
see
what
numbers. Yeah, you drive your sword through the gut of this thing, twist
Oh no!
it.
Oh no! No! Oh no! 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 She picks it up with her big meaty arm and smashes it against the wall.
Just boom, and blood and bone just spray against the stone. That is only one attack, and there is still another enemy within the room.
Yes.
Lucanu,
Yeah, she
you
will.
have smashed one.
She will. So that's a 9 + 9.
That'll hit.
Still hits. That's 9 damage.
Okay. It is bloodied.
And 11 to hit +9. 11 + 9.
Also hits.
Okay. That is 12 damage.
12 damage. It's actually been bloody for a little while. I just forgot to mark it. But yeah, you are ripping into it. It is standing on its last legs. But you know these things are hard to kill. All right, Lucanu. Those strikes successfully gone in. Standing your ground.
Yes.
Victor, the enemy that you did see has been felled. It is fallen to Lucanu. You just sort of saw it disappear and a splash of blood just moments before it was no longer there. And Lucanu attacking something in the center of the room. What would you like to do?
Okay, you can see me, right? Don't close your werebore sheet.
No. My werebore is
Okay.
is minimized, but it's in a place I know where it is.
Okay, so I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, so I can see the one that's left.
Okay.
And
16
fireball
arc
into that
requests.
small space.
Everyone make a dex saving throw. No.
Victor betrays.
I'm going to. All right, now let's not get a little crazy. I'm going to cast a magic missile at level 2
Okay.
because it can't miss. So,
No.
boop.
Your first 2 missiles are enough to trigger its relentless, and you have 1 more missile that will kill it. So this barrage is enough to slay it. It won't even get a chance to have its relentless be seen. It is just torn asunder by the arcane barrage of bolts that soar perfectly through the door and into its body, pelting it,
Great.
and it falls as a bloody stump to the ground. There are no more enemies in the room. You have slain Piggy, Piggy, and Piggy.
Do I know that those were werebores?
Yes, you can see. You have eyes. Like,
Did
definitely.
anyone get hit?
I did. But I'm fine, she says, quickly covering up her wounds. Most of them re-stitching back together thanks to her magic.
Are you sure you're fine?
This is not my first experience with weird creatures.
Should I remove a curse on you, whether or not you think you're fine?
No, I will be fine.
I will ask now, as your Dungeon Master, it is 10:14. Do we want to go to 11, or would we like to call the game here?
I'm good to 11.
Yeah, I am too.
I could do.
11 works.
Okay, I don't hear any protesting, so we will go to
Cool.
11. That'll be our cutoff time.
Insight check. on my motherfucker.
Um. Yeah,
Another
I'll
werewolf,
leave
right?
that up to Alexandria if you just want to give away some insight, or if you want this to be a roll. Like, yeah, that's your.
Because I would understand werebore lycanthropy.
Trying to tell if you're lying that you've been poisoned.
Yeah. Bonk.
18. It's your DC, Alexandria. So whatever you want,
Yeah, it's up to you.
whatever you think it would be.
I mean, she believes she's fine.
That's what you would incite then.
All right. I'm just looking to avoid any surprises.
Although I suppose with that insight, you would know that she seemed the way she's covering up her wounds. She's more concerned with you seeing the wounds themselves rather than the fact that she might potentially be cursed.
Raise an eyebrow, and I guess we'll move on for now.
Lucano spits on the corpse of these werebores.
Did
Yeah.
that actually
Yeah.
open the thing, or are we still?
Alexandria, was it? You were bitten, scratched by these things.
Yes,
How do you feel?
I feel fine, as I have already told Victor.
You require healing.
Not really, just a couple scratches.
Hmm.
If I have anything to hit within a minute, I will be even better.
XP in chat.
Ooh, 660.
Or how often does your form come back?
My echo?
Yeah,
It's literally a bonus action that I can do at any time.
nice. I attack the echo.
Yeah, I think you have to hit the armor class if it's going to defend itself.
All right, let's do this.
It's 18.
Since we're allies, do I catch it flat-footed? Like,
Ah!
Get out of here, Pathfinder.
all right, let's see here. Vampiric time. All right, I'm gonna try him again. I mean, he's not fighting back. Sweet. All right, cool. I'll roll damage.
He has 1 HP.
Fuck yeah, it doesn't matter. I get HP based on the damage dealt, not damage taken.
Does that say it has to be a certain type of creature?
That's a good point.
You know, let's go over. We'll just.
It's literally an
Yeah,
object.
you should actually post the description of Vampiric Touch.
Against a creature within reach.
Yeah, it's
an
not
object.
considered a creature.
The creature, huh? All right, that's
Yeah.
fine. Hey, Victor.
I no.
It's fine. It's fine. All right, I guess I don't get back 11 HP. Fine.
I mean, there are other physical. What does the spell say? What's the need? I can tell you what would count.
Oh, it's just
The butler?
anything that is a creature.
The butler.
There's the butler.
I mean, it's fine.
There's the children.
I'm not that far down the evil
Okay.
slide. Okay.
Honored.
I mean,
So-
a slide's a slide, bro.
So what you're trying to tell me is there's a chance.
We're not that far, is what she's saying.
We're not that. Listen,
She's holding the edges of that tube slide.
listen.
I'm not that far to Paris, so we're.
Is it a
just-
water slide or is it a normal slide?
You know what? All right. Here's
Is this
what it-
Michigan Adventure?
it is.
Is it a 90-degree slide that just falls?
Let's be
Because
real.
if you're at Michigan Adventures, you're probably poisoned going down that slide.
Probably. Get
Oh,
that.
I realized I was muted. That D6 is for you, Victor. I wandered close enough to you before my thing wore off. Could've lost
Nice.
for a minute.
So D6, temp HP.
I rolled
That's
it. I rolled one. It's D6 plus 8, so you got.
Oh,
I
thank
should
you.
have also done this. Because that is
I-
more than what I had.
I feel we can determine how evil somebody is by the way they treat Brolin.
I don't know. I don't know if that's a good gauge.
And Ed, is the hexagon one open on the big door?
No.
Okay. I light the rest of the candles and
Okay.
say piggy, piggy, piggy.
You
Let's not summon more werewolves, please.
You
Wait,
see
didn't-
something change in the mirror.
Oh no!
Oh my fucking god.
Did you do it?
There is a lever on the north
what's that?
wall.
If you summon more werewolves.
Wait, Oh, we haven't figured this out yet?
No.
Oh,
it's
well,
still
that was
sealed.
it. It's the 5.
So I've got all the candles, and I have one. Can I position myself so I can reach the lever and still see the lever in the mirror?
No.
Okay.
I mean, can I see it?
Can you
Edwin is,
describe?
Edwin is the one who spoke the incantation, and last time, Alexander, you were the only one who could see it, so you know Edwin is the only one who can see it.
Okay. So it's over there, and I point back at the.
It's just a blank wall, War.
Okay.
I'm not feeling it.
This is.
Can you walk over to it? Here. I'll point to the spot on the wall where you can come over and.
As
I
you walk
pull out
over,
my mirror so I can see the mirror in the mirror, and move over to the wall and see if I can get an angle so I can see.
make a base intelligence check. Like, give me some intelligence skill here to see if you can finagle this. You do. Yeah, you just angle it right, and you can just see it, and you get your fingers on the edge and you click it down. Victor, in that room, you hear shh, and look over, and you see that the hexagon seal is gone. It is open to a hexagon-shaped keyhole.
All right.
We're good out here.
Next door.
Great. Only five,
This is
4,
the
and
Victor
5
door.
more to go.
The Victor door, square door.
Oh, I was just saying Victor was standing at a door. That's why.
Oh, you can have that door if you want that door. Sure. If we're going counterclockwise, absolutely. Open that door.
Whichever way, I don't care.
Is there a door opening?
Victor door. I tried to make the decision.
Okay, so there's a Victor door.
Open
So
the door.
Victor, open the door.
Victor, you swing open the door. I'll describe to you what you see on the other side. You hear the sounds of papers sort of clattering around, as if somebody threw an entire spellbook in the air and the papers went everywhere. This room is filled with flying sheets of parchment. There's writing on the pages visible as they flutter by. Actually, Victor, you don't see anything until War shows up, and then you see this.
Oh, thank you. Can you wait? Where did you go?
Stepping inside of you. It is kind of hard to see in this room, but I'm going to give you guys this description anyway, just because the way this hall is angled. I still think you would see most of these things. It would suggest that you step in to reveal the rest of the information. So I will say the only thing that you see are just these papers fluttering around a hallway within.
All right, I'm going in. Before I step in, is there at my feet? Is there some kind of object or something I can pick up from this room?
Like a rock?
Like a rock, or maybe like a,
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
utensil or something off the desk, or something
Absolutely.
like that.
There's like a rock.
I'll reach down and pick up a stone from this spot
Okay.
and step in.
Okay. You step into the chamber. It is dark, Victor. You cannot see very far.
Dancing lights.
All right, dancing lights.
Boom.
They light the chamber. The vision token gives you more vision than it should, but I'm going to give you the rest of the description anyway, presuming that you would make your way to the edge. At the back of the room, a metal plate bolted onto the far wall is set with a ghostly lever.
A ghostly lever.
Seems corporeal.
These papers are fluttering around.
Like a tornado. You can only just barely see that sort of lever at the back. But you see it. Glows a little bit.
How tall is the tornado?
12
It's
feet.
all the way to the ceiling?
Yep,
12.
It's just
Yikes.
filled with papers.
Can I see anything that's on the papers as they whip by my face?
They're
So they can
whipping
see
by.
writing, right?
They're whipping by way too fast for your passive. So they're just blurs.
What if I look down at the floor? Is there like a source for the tornado at all? Or
No, these papers are just
swirling around in here?
just fluttering through.
Can I snatch a page?
Make a dexterity check. Just dex. Base skill. You cannot.
Damn, my rolls.
You grab and they're just all over the place. They slip through your fingers.
Lots of swirling pages in here. You said the lever looks like incorporeal? Like,
Yeah, it's ghostly.
that's unfortunate.
Death by 1,000 cuts. Ghost
That's what I was
lever,
thinking.
and then
yeah.
on up pages. That's
I don't
hilarious.
have shit. Can I firebolt one of the pages? Do they burn?
Yeah, they do. You cast, and it dissipates into dust.
I'd like to
Thousands
stand
more.
back.
Hundreds, probably. More like it.
Oh, they fill the. Do I notice any change in the volume? Do they rush in
There's
to replace
hundreds.
anything like that? No.
For all you know, maybe, but like they're just in a tornado.
I'm gonna step back 5 feet. I'm gonna fireball the room.
Okay. You cast Fireball in the room.
Good
Interesting. I have
That
to
seems excessive.
Yeah, I have to read.
After the fireball goes off, we're gonna be like, Victor?
What is here?
Just confirming that there's nothing else that happens to the pages. They burn up into ash. There is no more paper in the room, just ash.
Can I wave my hand past the threshold?
You can.
Anything?
Nothing. Expend
No?
that spell slot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dust. There are no more papers in the room.
Everything is
Everything okay in
fine
there?
here. Situation normal.
And, Ed, status-wise, how long has it been since we started this? Like this day?
This day? An hour, 2 hours, maybe?
Okay, the spell. All right, that spell is gone then.
Okay.
All right,
Everything
what?
okay in here?
There were a bunch of swirling papers that I was not about to shove my face into. I took care of that problem. Only problem I see is that lever only appears to be not tangible.
Try it anyway with a mage hand or something. See if it's physical.
I don't have that.
Hmm.
Can shoot. I would chuck a rock at it from here, but I don't want to do that.
You have Alexandria try and mage hand it.
I could.
I certainly could.
Alexandria.
Yeah.
I solved one problem with explosions, but the I need you to try to mage hand that lever again.
Let's do it. I'll
The-
summon my mage hand and try and open it.
Goes right through it.
I
If
wonder.
I peek up on the ceiling after all the papers are not swirling anymore, I won't chop my head off. Is there anything on the ceiling?
Solid stone.
Same for all the wall.
Solid stone.
Interesting.
Is there any square motif in the room?
No. No motif.
They turned into ash.
Yes.
I walk into the room and I cover my hands in the ash.
You can.
And I then try to operate the switch.
Your hand goes through.
Fuck. I thought that would have been cool. Alright.
Interesting. Yeah.
It's weird that there's no squares in there, because every other lever has been inside of the shape.
There are no squares in this room.
Were there the papers square?
Well, they're
They're
rectangles.
just like pages from a book, and
Now they're ash.
Indeed.
I'm gonna open to a blank page in the journal, tear it out, and then kind of let it loose in the room.
It falls to the floor.
Well, it was specific to whatever was here. He'll pick it back up and use it as a bookmark.
I'll step into the room with Alexandria, sweeping my feet along the floor in the ashes. Does anything
I'm gonna
look?
use-
It's all ash. Your
Edwin vision
fireball
in the room.
incinerated everything. It is piles of ash on the floor. Edwin, you see what I've described to the other players.
Yes, I assumed. I was just Edwin vision is worth using.
Gotta get the cleric beacon in there. Yeah.
Edwin vision, yeah. He's synchronizing right now. Give him a second. Watch cutscene.
I'm gonna go look at the lever itself.
Okay. Just looking it over, it is, as I have described, it is a metal lever similar to the ones you've seen in the other rooms, though you didn't see that one, you felt it in the feast room, but you assume of the same make. But this one is ghostly.
We try closing the door and opening again. Maybe the paper will come back.
Perhaps.
Lugano, close the door.
Not that we want to do that immediately.
I
Fireball to. I
do
shouldn't
not.
say waste. We did use a fireball to do this.
So you want me to close the door or not?
Ooh, this is stumping the shit out of me.
I'm
Who's up
closing-
opening the other door?
I'm closing this door.
The door closes.
I, Pick up some ash on the floor and try and just coat the lever in ash.
Your hand goes right through.
I wasn't like get a pile in my hand and throw it on the lever.
it goes right through.
Fucking ash.
I'll take that piece of paper out of my journal and try to grip the lever with the piece of paper.
It goes through.
Maybe you guys should use mending on the ashes.
That's not possible.
That will not repair it. A
Um,
single break that is less than an inch long does not fit the description.
You're saying I can't write a book with mending?
You can mend it. It will take 10 years.
Piece by piece by piece, yeah.
One page.
One piece of ash connects to another piece of ash.
Have fun. Hope you have a cleric for food. You do.
I use ash to draw a square around it, since every other one's been in the shape.
You draw a square around it. There is a square on the wall.
Hmm.
Now I try and pull the lever.
You grasp iron.
Oh, sweet! I pull the lever.
It goes
Wait,
down.
what did you do?
Lucano, you hear
drew the square?
in the room behind you, and you look over and see that the square keyhole has opened.
Wow.
Oh yeah, that's so cool. I feel like I half.
We would have never
We were
gotten
close.
this one first. We would have
Yeah.
sat in here for like an hour. Because every other one I've had to go through the shape.
Oh,
I
yeah, yeah.
reopen the door.
It opens, pushing Lucano a little bit.
Oh.
Sorry.
We got it.
Good.
Alright,
I opened the
we open it.
store.
okay.
Okay. Lucano, you swing open this door. There's 5 of you, and everybody has had a chance to open a door. That's fun.
That's true. Everyone has opened a door.
Everyone has opened one door. Okay. Lucano, you can't see much because you don't have dark vision. It's
Well,
Weird.
hold on.
Okay. Just to simplify things, Victor, come stand on top of War for a second.
War, are you kneel
War.
down for me?
Actually, you're within 10 feet. Okay. I give those 3 dark vision. At my level.
Oh,
For an
all
hour.
right.
the ceiling. Okay, Edwin. I don't know that.
Thank-
I don't know.
thank-
I don't know that after this
Just pushes me way
description.
past.
I don't know that after this description you would step in. But
Oh God.
well, Edwin would immediately notice something for sure.
I wouldn't actually step in right away.
Okay, cool. I was just like, whew, okay. So the ceiling of this plaster-walled room is 15 feet high, a little bit taller than the other rooms, and a leather-backed tome rests open atop a wooden lectern bolted to the floor. Set into the wall behind the lectern are 8 human skeletons, arranged so that they appear to be falling and screaming. Edwin, what you see is a clear, to you, outline on the floor of a large trapdoor.
Oh,
Okay. Then where's it at?
Filling the chamber, full square, sort of all the way.
All the way, including right in front of the door?
Not this square in front of the door.
I step here.
Yep.
So everything else is falling.
You see a seam, yeah.
Do I see an octagon anywhere in this room?
Not that you can see.
might be in the book.
Or could be in the trap.
Oh, and to do that dark vision thing, I use one of my twilight abilities. I can do it once a day.
Okay.
So for an hour, everyone can see at my vision,
Okay.
which is
Very-
300 dark vision.
3,000?
Yeah, 3,000 dark vision.
Might as well be.
It might as well be in this
For
dungeon.
how big maps are and
Right.
That's for outside.
Yeah, if you're outside, it matters.
Yeah.
Inside, it doesn't. So this is all trapdoor.
The
Except for
whole
books.
floor?
Yeah.
Yeah, pit trap.
Well, could levitate.
This seems like a war problem.
I could walk on the wall.
Right, wall walking. That is a thing.
Okay, I step out of the room so War can get in, and let him.
I will walk on the wall
You
around
should
here.
also, while you're walking on the wall, push on the floor to see if it gives.
he'll tap it sideways.
Yeah, you give it some taps, it doesn't give.
So wait, trigger.
Get around to here.
Yeah, you see the lectern, though you are facing the book itself is backwards for you from this angle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Uh,
DM.
Yes.
While this is happening, because this doesn't really need me right now.
Okay.
Those wereboars, did they leave corpses?
They did.
Good.
Ooh, those would be good zombies.
There
Yes,
you go.
I'm gonna go raise those.
Let me confirm if they are humanoid. They are. That's great. Yeah, they absolutely are. How many?
All three of them.
Okay, amazing. Yeah, you're casting that ritual, and then just write down somewhere that you have 3 pocket undead. You have 4 technically right now, right? Can you consider? Okay, cool.
3 pocket werewolves.
Yeah, they rise. So that's a 10-minute ritual, right? So that'll be done within time.
Cool.
You have the undead army.
Please resume. I just wanted to do that while I remembered.
Fuck yeah.
I would like
Edwin sighs heavily at you for that maneuver.
to. At me?
No,
Alex.
Oh.
Alexandria for
right.
raising the zombies.
All zombies or some of them skeletons? How you doing that? Because you have 1 zombie. Do you want to do zombie and 2 skeletons? Because those boys are ranged.
I don't know if I trust them with ranged. You know what? Let's do 2 of each. So 2
Perfect.
skeletons and then
2
1 zombie.
2 skeletons, 2 zombies. Love it.
Yep.
That is what is raised. Continue.
I would like to observe this leather-backed tome that rests atop the wooden lectern.
It is open to 2 pages that have script written on them in a language perhaps you don't understand. You want to give me your languages?
I can do that. I did condense them. Nice.
Yeah, you don't understand the language.
I
Is it
don't
alphabet
know
he
this
understands?
language.
What was that, Alex?
Is the alphabet he understands?
Knowing what I know about war, I don't think war has a role on this.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's my
'cause,
call
yeah.
without saying
Makes
anything.
sense.
Oh yeah, it was just
Yep. Yeah.
Trying to
It's
buy
worth
people.
considering.
Didn't Lucano just get the ability to read a whole bunch of languages, or at least understand and...
She did.
from here. Do I see any sort of wires or anything on that book that prevent him from picking it up?
No, the book seems pretty much flat to the lectern.
Can I do like a little... pull the cover like a little tiny bit and look under?
The cover does not lift.
Oh,
Oh, this is stuck here.
it's not going with us.
Can you copy a few words into your journal, bring them back, and let Lucano look at them?
The cover's sticking, so it's one of those books.
Yeah, I'll try to like take down like maybe the first line on
Unless
that
you're
one
going
page I
to-
ripped out, and then take it back over.
Okay, yeah. Which page, left or right?
Top left.
So
So
D's page.
like the first line
got it.
of
got
what
it. The
would be
first
the book.
line.
Yeah.
Got it.
And I will hand that off. Oh, it's just the top line. Anybody recognize it?
Let's see. Where are my languages?
That's a good question. Where are my languages?
Should I just cast comprehend languages?
Yeah, you could do that.
I forgot.
I mean-
speak common and undercommon.
Let Lucano take a look, because she just learned a language. She might have learned more.
Yeah, Lucano, do you want to look? We can't hear you, by the way. Oh, sorry. Now we
Yes. I have a little button that I have to flick on.
You don't want to step in the room.
You
Don't step in the room.
Step into the room.
No.
Oh god. damn
Edwin
it.
stops him from stepping in the room.
It seems as though well, make a strength check really quick. Beat a 15 and you stop Lucano.
Okay.
You did. You stop Lucano.
Wow.
Lucano seems sort of looking around, not sort of pay attention to everything into this room, and goes to step in, and you stop.
Why did you stop me?
Trapdoor, remember?
Points down
Trap
at the
door.
seam.
That's right.
Pit trap in the room.
I'm sorry. I'm a warrior. I am a vanguard of my people, not some pathetic commoner who
There's
trunces about.
there's a paper that is being
Sovereign.
offered to you. It seems.
Can
I
you
take
read
the
this?
Let me read it.
Yeah, it is a strange language that you don't initially know, but as you hear, sort of in your sort of stuffed in your shirt, the of Joho, the words begin to make sense on the page. Just the first line, Warren.
Yeah.
You see the words, "See the lever."
I look around. Do I see it?
You see what I've described to you previously. You do not
don't
see the lever.
See the lever. That's what it says.
It's just the first line of a page that was ripped out, so
Yeah.
I
Well,
pat Jojo on the head.
Here,
Thank you,
European language
Jojo.
just
Oh.
itself spell.
I'll copy more. I'll go
Yeah.
back and just start copying more
There's 2 pages. You want to copy all of it?
as much as I can. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You can return to Lucanu, and Lucanu, you look, and similar to just before, the words start to make sense, and you're not sure how much more you're going to get out of this. It's not any clearer than it was before, but it reads a little nicer. You read, "See the lever, clear as day. Spin, spin, iron spider."
Spin, spin, iron spider. That doesn't make any sense.
Can I look up?
Yeah.
Is there anything weird about the ceiling?
Yeah, the ceiling is a solid stone ceiling.
I'm gonna try to spin the lectern.
The lectern is solid to the floor.
Okay.
Good thought.
I think the
Yeah.
only other
Thought,
thing
though.
we can try is to activate the pit trap without you falling in the pit trap.
Right.
have we tried turning the pages?
Can you turn the pages?
I'll try to turn the pages.
Yeah. Go ahead and turn. Which way are you turning? Left or right? Back or forward to make it easier, since you're facing the other side of the book.
It said, "See the lever, clear what?"
Clear as day.
See the lever, clear as day on this page, and this page says, "Spin, spin, iron spider."
I would flip back to what would be a previous page for the book.
Okay. Yep. You flip back, and there are 2 more pages before you with new words.
Oh dear.
Let's see. Is there an easier way to get Lucano over here to read this at least?
Yeah,
Levitate Lucano, I guess.
I mean, I could just jump.
No, can't
Well, the whole
Alexandria
floor
do the
is a
floating disc
pit
thing?
trap.
Oh, floating disking would work too.
Oh,
Sort of.
But doesn't someone know levitate or something?
I know levitate.
I also know levitate, but I don't know the language.
could you cast levitate on Lucano?
Levitate, I believe, does not.
No, I think it
Oh.
does.
I slap Lucano and cast levitate.
Ah,
I
Okay.
shoved Lucano to the lectern.
I'll catch.
No,
This is most unbecoming. Please inform me when you're. I can't. She's spinning. Like I imagine if she's levitating. She's slowly rotating around. Gosh. She
Okay.
uses her great sword as like she's rowing, but she's tapping it on the ground and using it to drag herself along the.
Well, War can also help because he's walking on the wall. But
What?
Yeah, you're levitating, and you make your way, maybe with War's help, to who is walking on the wall as if it is a solid stone floor.
War, you may still want to hold her just in case
that was my plan.
there is a surprise of some kind. Yes.
So you are, so War, you're also 1 square off the ground, right? Basically.
Yes.
Where is Lucano? Are you entering in?
Yes.
Just gonna move this out of the way.
And I'll go here.
So you are also floating off of the ground 1 square. You approach the book, which doesn't have the same words on it as you were given to War. You must have turned the page, as War gave you previously.
I did just turn this page.
Yeah, new words before you, Lucano. Do you read them?
Yes, I read them.
On the left page it says, "Speak the rhyme until it's done." On the right page it says, "Keep the spider locked away."
Keep the spider locked away.
I will give these to you in the order that you have decided to read them.
I think there's a spider in that false pit trap. For clear as day. Spin,
So-
spin, spin, iron
and then
spider.
you turn the page backwards, and the previous pages read
Speak
this.
the rhyme until it's done.
and this.
Keep the spider locked away.
Hey. All right.
I feel like it's all the left pages. Is the rhyme maybe?
$5 says that the iron spider is a blade trap that spins, which is below this floor. So you keep it locked away by saying the rhyme. Right? That seems to make sense to me.
Because there are only 2 pages that rhyme there, so. Right? Or 2 lines that rhyme, I mean.
I would guess you have to say every page's thing in one go.
Yeah. Keep flipping back, I guess. Maybe.
I wonder if delaying for turning the pages would break it, so maybe you have to have your character memorize it. Or you could just write it out all in a thing on a separate piece of paper and then say it all.
I didn't, because Lucano, you're turning the page back. Is that what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Turn it back, and you see the cover and 1 page on the on the side cover page. So just to the right, it says, "Backward, 8 to 1."
Backward, 8 to 1.
Oh,
Speak the rhyme
Maybe-
until it's done.
we
8 to 1. What is 8 to 1?
maybe there's 8 pages and we're supposed to speak the whole thing
From
backwards.
page 8 to page 1.
Yeah,
Backwards.
Have 8 legs.
Makes
that's a
sense.
good point.
There's 8 sides in an octagon.
Yep.
Mm-hmm,
The eight themed room.
8 to 1. Yeah.
So
1 point.
read from page 8 to page 1.
Do you do that, Lucano?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how to say it. 1, 2, 3.
Don't
We
We
only
don't have all of them, right?
Yeah, we don't have all of them yet.
If you,
We need to.
Is it your intent to read them right now, 8 to 1, or are you going to go through and look at the others?
Well, yeah, let's look at the others first.
This definitely does look like it's rhyming. Backward, 8 to 1. Speak the rhyme until it's done. And then you have keep the spider locked away, see the lever clear as day. So spin, spider, iron spider. There's going to be like another thing for that.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is totally a rhyme. Gotta read it
Backwards.
from backwards to forwards.
Okay. Sounds good.
So can we do it? Look at another page, or
Yeah, you want to skip forward?
yeah.
Okay. You skip forward past the see the lever clear as day, spin, iron spider, and the next set of pages read this on the left: turn their flesh to bones and cider. And then the next one is
Oh, okay.
speak the rhyme and meet your fate.
Oh God.
You can tell there's
so
only
it'd
one
be
more
like-
page.
Jeez.
Do we look at it?
I mean,
Yeah,
you're
I
not
think-
saying anything, so you're fine.
Right. You'd want to speak it out loud
Two,
from the
three,
last
4,
page
5, 6.
all the way back to the first page.
Yeah. So okay, we
Yeah.
read the final page.
Forward, 1, 2, 8.
Oh man.
Oh, that's awkward. Maybe
Forward 1, 2.
You do it
8,
both
backward,
ways?
Backward, 8.
wait,
No,
wait.
Backward,
Oh,
8 to
it
1.
can be
Forward,
read both
1, 2.
ways.
Yeah.
For,
So
so spin. I'm not saying this out loud. I'm just spin, iron spider.
So we did get
Backward,
these in a
8 to
weird
1.
order.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Just double checking. Spin,
Spider,
iron
yeah.
spider. Is that in the right spot for when, like, page wise?
You asking me?
Yes.
Lucanu turns. What are you looking for? Spin, iron
I-
spider. Lucanu would have to turn back 2 pages to find spin, iron spider. From forward,
Oh.
1 to 8.
Could we do having this posted in the correct order from first to last?
Yeah. How are you doing that? Are you just piecing it together from what you have, or are you double checking, Lucana?
Yeah, I'm just checking.
So yeah, you are double checking the pages
Yeah.
to get them in the correct order.
Yeah.
Yeah, you read them in this order.
Page.
Yeah, go ahead and read it.
Turn their flesh to bones and spiders. Speak the rhyme to meet your fate. Forward, 1 to 8.
Yeah, you check back and read pages 1 to 8 to make sure you've got them in the right order. As you read them in your head, Lucanu, something happens.
Oh.
You hear something above you.
Oh no. I look up.
The false ceiling crumbles away as the very thin bits of plaster fall to the ground around you. It is replaced by a giant fan in the shape of an iron spider.
I fucking called it.
All of a sudden, the feeling of the room shifts. Gravity changes direction. Lucanu, you are levitating. War, you are climbing on the wall. I would like you to make a dexterity check with advantage to cling to the wall, as the magic in the room goes against your ability and pushes you. You are able to climb, but the gravity is shoving you up. War goes to grasp at whatever he can, the lectern, the wall, whatever he can get at, and he's unable to even grasp at your fingertips, Lucanu, as your weight begins to shift as well. You begin falling towards the ceiling, but your levitation stops you just before, and before that can even happen, you watch War plummet and hit the fan. War, you take...
I am taking I will he is in range. I can take damage for him.
This happens now. There's no do you have a reaction to do that?
Yes, this is a reaction.
Okay.
Wait,
Roll roll an insight check to see if you are surprised.
Ooh.
you see in there.
Because this just happened.
Okay. So gotta look at my insight really quick.
Yep.
I feel like I fucked up on that. I'm sorry, guys.
Insight check.
Can
No.
Alexandria see in there?
No, I can't.
So this is all
Fucking
happening
hell,
right
dude.
now. So
Okay, I'm all right. I'm going to roll. I'm going to roll.
If anybody else has some kind of reaction, they want to try to help War. Okay, you would be able to do this.
Okay, I'm just going to make sure that this is.
Can you?
This
Do you
is
have
the-
to touch him? Because if you have to touch him, you can't.
How far away is he from me now?
He drops to the ground. He's dropping right to the ground. He's out of reach. Falling happens immediately.
So how far away is he from
He's
me?
going
right
to
now?
be 15 feet away from you.
He's going to be 15 feet away
It's
from
3
me.
squares. So you're 1 square. He'll be 1 square up. Actually, no. He'll be within touch range.
Okay, so I have Divine Allegiance. When a creature within 5 feet of you takes damage, you can use your reaction to take the damage yourself instead.
Okay, all of it.
Oh, so that means you would take all of that damage.
Okay, if you want to
How-
do that.
Like
You have
How
the
much
reaction. How much?
how much HP do you have, War?
124 with the 10.
I currently have 125 with the temp.
Okay.
I could use my reaction to do that.
Are you doing it? I need to know right now. He has fallen. He is about to take that damage now. Are you doing it?
Yeah, I'm gonna take it.
The fans hit War. You make that divine connection, and immediately, Lucanu, your flesh begins to tear viciously away, blood soaking your shirt and dripping up to the ceiling above or below. You take 34 points of damage. Roll initiative, everyone.
God damn it. He rolled so low on that fucking fan too.
Ooh, 217. So 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Yeah, 22.
Okay. Is this everybody? I'm missing Lucano. Okay.
I got, yeah, I have to manually input mine.
Oh, input it for me, will you? Okay. Lucano, you're the first to act. War is getting just chopped away at this thing. Your spell is not constant, right? You aren't constant. Are you constantly taking damage for him, or just this one reaction?
Just the one
Just
reaction.
the one reaction. All right, you absorb that hit as this blade is just striking into War, his body flailing, almost spinning in this moment, but you absorb all the damage. What do you want to do on your turn? You are levitating just 5 feet above this blade.
Let me look at my spells. Unbinding. Let me look. Creatures have. Okay, Crusader's Mantle.
Love how fuck you this room is. With
Yeah, I know.
you see the trap in the floor.
Yeah, and it says speak out loud.
I'm trying to think
Yeah,
what
so,
I
like, you mentally
could
read
do.
it and it triggers it.
Right.
Oh my god. So
if I'm levitating, can I try to pick him up?
You will pull you down.
It will pull me down.
Yeah, levitation has no way to keep your weight where you are.
All right. Does this thing have like any visible mechanical components?
Not from what you can see, it is a steel death trap of the tomb.
Okay.
Not that you can get at
Uh,
why it's functioning.
Okay. I am going to use my action. I am going to have a pool of healing. I am going to use 30 points of my I am going to use 34 points of my lay on hands and heal
Okay.
myself.
You heal 34 points immediately. That's your action.
Well, actually, that was temp HP, so I'll just bring myself back up to 114.
Okay. Spend those points, and you're back up.
And
Wounds heal.
I am going to turn around. It's like, you have to get him out of here now. I can stay in here long enough to prevent his from taking damage.
15 up from the
You
floor.
should be able
is on the
to
ceiling.
keep his height with levitate.
What's I'm calling no in this situation. I think he should be able to keep his height. Are you sure?
That's the whole point of levitate. It just keeps you at a height.
You have to use.
Target can move only by push or pulling against a fixed object or surface within reach. You can change the target's altitude by up to 20 feet in either direction on your
I imagine
turn.
if you're push or pulling, you're moving yourself, right?
That's horizontally. The spell lets you move up and down on your own.
So Kanu, this is how we're gonna make that call. I would like the person who cast that spell to make an arcane check to have the spell function in that way, or else it will function the way I think it functions.
Okay, Arcana check coming up. I use my
Your
inspiration.
DC is 15.
I'm using inspiration.
Okay.
Josh!
It succeeds.
Good enough.
You can attempt to pick up war, though you would have to rebuke your action of doing your healing.
Yes, I will rebuke that action.
Okay. You need to make a strength check to pick up war.
Okay, I'm going to use my inspiration.
You need a DC 20 because the gravity is smashing down on you.
I have a strength of +8.
Okay.
Come on, baby. So 13?
20.
Oh, no, that's... So, okay.
12.
Dirty 20.
Right? 12.
Dirty
Dirty
20.
20. You lift war from the trap. You are both.
I grab him by the top of his shell, like the little cruck where his neck goes in. I
you
grab
him.
it.
You grab him and you pull him up and out. He's spinning around and you grasp him in that moment and you are able to pull him out of the death trap. Though he is just sort of hanging inches above it, you're holding him and you'll have to maintain that every turn. So that's your action. Bonus action.
Can I move?
No.
I don't think so. Yeah, you're
With levitate, you have to.
yeah.
Push
I
yourself
have to change
anyway.
the target altitude, yeah.
Well, I can move by
Or
hitting
you,
something,
you
right?
can move up or down as part of your move action, yeah.
Mhm.
But
I can't
because
move
rolling it,
forward
you're
and back.
holding war too. The spell can hold up to 500 pounds total.
Yeah, it can hold both of you. I would say since you're grappling somebody, you're moving half. How far can he move up and down?
20 feet.
So 10
you
feet.
Can, so
Yeah, you could if that's how levitate
Almost.
works. If
I
there's
think only he can do it.
only Victor can do it. Okay.
no, it says no. Look, it says
The
if you
target
are
can
the
move
target, you
next to
can move
pulling.
up or down as part of your move.
Oh, okay.
If you're a target, you can move up or down as part of your move. So
I
he
missed that
can
line.
choose to move. Yes,
You were able to
So he has
pull
movement.
War back to the floor above you.
Okay, and can I move up
So-
side? Can I move Can I move horizontally? Can I get us
That's
out of the
one
room?
you can't do. That is the one you cannot do.
You have
And
to be
you
able to push off of
spend
something.
all of your movement, levitation-wise, to go up or down.
War, you have to grab onto something.
The lectern is there.
War can just stick to the ceiling.
Yeah, he can attempt to, but with the way the gravity spell is going, I will tell you right now, it's going to attempt to pull him down again every turn he's in this room.
I'd say he was already holding on to something.
He
down
was.
below.
So it is Edwin's turn.
Okay, see if there's something I can do to remove them from this room.
It's so hard not to speak out of turn.
I know. I'm sitting here like,
Not much I can do.
Whew. I will
Are
say
they
that
able to catch a rope?
You would have to throw the rope against the gravity if it doesn't just
Oh,
just
okay.
fall out of their way.
Do you have a pole on?
I have a
No,
great
war
I have a
has been
great
put
sword in
full
my
on.
hand.
It doesn't have reach.
don't have a pole arm.
What do you got,
I don't have
Edwin?
long
Anything?
enough. I don't have anything long enough.
If you're unable to help, I think moving out of the way would also work here, since we can't share
Yeah.
spaces.
I'm gonna move out of the way so they can get
Okay.
to that space.
War, you are hanging on to Lucanu. Unless you...
I am going to bonus
Yeah, what are you doing?
action swap places with my Echo.
You swap places with your Echo. Okay.
So that goes there. The Echo
That is an
was
object you
here.
can push off of.
So that costs my bonus action and 15 feet of movement, but I will use the rest of my movement to get here. Item interaction to pull out my 10-foot pole and offer it to Lucana to pull her back in.
Okay, it is offered to Lucanu. Victor, it's your turn.
I'm gonna move so I can see the target of my spell.
Okay, yeah, Lucanu's on the floor. The Echo's behind him. The Echo falls and is gone. Unless it's levitating? Does it levitate?
Yeah,
Okay.
it hovers.
Never mind, it chills.
It's an object that can be pushed off of. Because it is an object.
It occupies space. Yeah,
Very
technically.
true, very true. What do we got?
So-
Victor?
It says there's a couple lines in there. I can change the target's altitude by up to 20 feet in either direction on my turn. Otherwise, you can use your action to move the target. What is the limitations on that? So he has to push off if he's
What
the
spell
target.
is this again?
Levitate. I posted it in the chat.
Yeah.
You're looking at the last
Like the
few
last-
lines.
Yep, you can
Is
change the
that-
target's altitude. you
Does
can
that
move-
mean I can move him horizontally with that?
No. I don't think. I think the big thing in levitate, because if you make it horizontal, it does what fly does. So it has to be up and down, and then everything
Well,
else
it's
is
different because I have to be the one to move him, right? Because
True,
the
but-
target doesn't have fly, but
It specifies up or down, unfortunately.
okay. Yeah, fuck. Okay.
Yeah, if you don't have anything, let me know. It's all good.
I'm gonna hold that spell in concentration. It lasts for 10 minutes.
Okay.
I'm just going to shout at Lucana and say, "You need to push back to me," and just kind of like, get the fuck over here, kick your feet off. I don't give a fuck what you do. Just get over here.
Alexandria.
I mean, I don't know if I'm actually technically still casting a ritual across the.
Perhaps
The
you
thing
are.
might be
if you think
Oh,
so.
no.
If you think so, perhaps that is what's happening.
Because I'm pretty sure a whole 10 minutes hasn't passed.
Okay, yeah, if that's your call, I'll accept it.
So. Yeah, that's it. That's my
Okay.
turn.
Hey, yell over to Alexandria that this is a non-combat encounter. We are good. I think
Lucanu,
we've got it
there's
figured out.
a pole in front of you. Grasp to pull yourself out.
Yeah. I grab it and I get out of here.
Yeah, you pull Lucanu out of the room, and the immediate danger ends. Let me check and see how long this goes for.
So now that the threat's over, why didn't you just read the poem to turn the blades off?
The book, was it still there?
Yeah, it's attached to the lectern. It's attached to the floor. After a minute, the fans stop.
Well, I was a bit worried about war. It's more concentrated on getting him out.
So I think we should probably do that again, but the other way when you read it in your head.
Fine.
It says speak the rhyme.
Oh yeah, speak the rhyme the other way.
So if the
Well, are
ceiling
you-
opens, the ceiling opens and you fail. Does the floor open when you succeed to a lever?
Not sure. War, are you uninjured? Are you all right?
Yeah, thanks to you, I think.
Yes, I was able to transfer the damage, as you can see.
Also, I recommend when you get over there, tying yourselves to the lectern.
Lucana is bleeding heavily. She does not seem to care.
Okay, yeah. Blood just sort of drips down her clothes. You're still levitating?
Yes.
Okay. So you are 5 feet off the floor.
I find this rather amusing.
We are
I'm
past
gonna
11.
hand-
Do we want to try to finish this room, or do we want to call it?
We can.
What do you?
Let's say we're.
I just want to make
safe
sure
now?
nobody's going past the time.
I vote finish.
Might as well finish the room at least.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
I say
room's
finish.
good. Yep.
Okay.
Edwin, I'm gonna hand this to you. Hands over the 10-foot pole. Gonna pull out some rope. Go over here. We'll try this again. Tie himself to the lectern this time.
Okay.
Also standing on the wall again.
All right, hold. I need to make sure I can see you while you're in there.
I can
I'm going to
still
drop
swap
levitate
places.
on Lucanu.
Oh,
So my concentrate is done. Your feet hit the floor.
Don't we need
Beginning
Lucano
to
to be
enjoy-
able to read it?
Yeah, we still need.
I was
Sure.
beginning to enjoy that.
There's more where that came from. Don't worry.
I think. So are you recasting? Is that what's happening?
Are you going to recast it?
I'm going to cast levitate on what?
So-
On me.
wait.
No, we need
I-
we
we
need
need
Lucano
Lucano.
to read it.
You need
That was the whole
Lucanu
point
to
of-
read. Ah,
Yeah,
yes.
War
yes,
can't
yes.
read it.
Yeah,
Okay, so it has up to 10 minutes. That was only 12 seconds.
I
So I've
think
still
it's
got
fine.
9+ minutes. Yeah. Okay. I can.
Could be fine.
I'm gonna recast the Lucanu anyway. I want that timer maximum. So I will burn another 2 for that one. So levitate back up again.
Okay, and then we tie Lucano to the platform, and you read the thing backwards this time.
Read the
Read the book
I think
backwards.
read page 1 to 4. I think.
What?
I'm gonna give her a.
No, I
Because
think
if you look, it says on page 5, spin the iron spider, turn their flesh. It's summoning the fan. 5 to 8, and 1 to 4 is summoning the lever.
but both the beginning and the end suggest that you have to read the whole amount.
So I guess it's to, despite it showing up, continue reading it.
I think it should be backwards. Because we tried forwards.
Yeah, how are we reading this thing?
Well, so I'm not reading this way, but I originally read it as forward 1 to 8, speak the rhyme and meet your fate, turn their flesh to bones and cider, spin iron spider. That's what I said first.
No, you didn't say anything at all before. We were arranging them in the proper order, and you were reading them in your head, and then it happened. You didn't actually say anything.
Yeah, so just doing it backwards should do it.
Okay, so going from 8 to 1. All right,
Yeah.
I'll do it again. I'll do it again. Am I levitating?
You are, I believe.
Yes.
Good. This is
I
quite
can
quite
still
enjoyable.
swap myself out if needed. So
I'm going to heal myself up to full HP
All
before
right,
I do this.
spend the healing hands points. Spend all those, however many there were.
All right, I believe I have this now. Forward 1 to 8. Speak the rhyme and meet your fate. Turn their flesh to bones and cider. Spin, iron spider. See the lever clear as day. Keep the spider locked away. Speak the rhyme until it's done. Backwards, 8 to 1. Forward 1 to 8.
As
Wait.
you,
No, that
Wait,
as you
that-
say the last line of page 1. Forward, backward, 8 to 1. Or you hear a click from the back of the lectern and the wall you're facing. You see that one of the back legs has a compartment that has opened up.
oh, there's probably a lever in here. You should go back.
leave the room, are you sure?
Yeah.
All right. Victor, I must say I enjoy this.
Well,
And then I'll look in there and go to pull levers.
You
if I find one.
see a lever. You see it before you
Pull
even
the
reach in to
lever,
pull it.
war.
Brass lever.
Flipping the lever.
You flip the lever, and those of you that are inside of that chamber hear that same sound, and it reveals the fifth and final key slot. The moment that happens, War, I'd like you to stay exactly where you were. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, fuck,
The
I was about-
moment that happens, something terrifying makes its way upon you.
Oh, it's fucking spider.
You immediately begin to see a thin web spread its way across the whole room. In fact, it happens in a blink of an eye. And you see these strings of light, perfectly webbed, trace their way through all of you at once. War, you look around, see this, and immediately see that there is a figure right next to you. An old woman. Tarnished gold coins covering her eyes, and ants nesting in her skull. They begin to pour out as she grins a horrible, cracked smile. Alexandria, you see a figure near you. An old woman. She
Oh
wears
my
a string of clattering children's teeth and seems to have a large peg leg. As she grins, yellow gas billows out of her nose and ears. Victor, you see before you, dominating the entrance, blocking your view of War, a large old woman. She has a squirming leather sack sewn over her head. You see shapes of animals and humans form inside of it. It is twisting and terrible, and it just looks down at you. And you see that as they appear, their hands are all in your pockets. You are surprised, and they grab for the keys. They're going to make some rolls. I need a passive insight from all three of you. War, Alexandria, and Victor.
So, if this is an initiative moment,
It is.
I also have this. So, if I rage, I cannot be surprised
Did
during the first.
I
round of
actually
combat.
this is super important. My
You
weapon
also
of
have it?
warn.
You also have something that makes you not
Ye-
surprised?
yes, the weapon of warning that I have equipped with me, as long as I'm not incapacitated, the party cannot be surprised.
None of you are surprised. We will roll initiative next time as the hags attempt to steal the keys from you. And you see their forms beginning to dissipate as they do so. They will take the keys and they will run. Just letting you guys know that right now, their intent.
Oh,
So we will see next time who goes first and what gets stolen and what doesn't.
Do we have to
Perfect.
chase them through the dungeon? Because that would be super annoying.
You'll figure it out. I promise you'll
We should have been
figure it
putting
out.
in keys as we went.
Wait. I just want to make sure how far.
How far?
Is it-
Yeah. What's
how
your
how
distance?
far? How it's 30 feet.
So
Fuck.
Alexandria would be surprised.
Fuck.
So, but
So Alexandria is
everybody else,
everyone is yeah.
We'll keep that in mind. We'll keep that in mind, and we're gonna do initiative next time, and we'll see what happens.
I roll my insight now.
It's
This
a
is-
passive insight versus their attempt to sleight of hand you.
Right. So you were asking me to make a roll? To...
No. I was wanting your passive insight.
which is
Their DC, so that they have to beat it.
12.
12. So they would need a 12 to grab the key.
how do you get passive insight? It's just wisdom modifier.
It's just your wisdom modifier plus 10. But we will come
Is it-
back. Oh, what's up?
Okay.
The modifier, or your skill proficiency in it?
Skill
The
proficiency.
proficiency, your
Okay,
proficiency in
cool.
insight plus 10. That is your number.
Okay.
We will come back
Oh,
as
that's way
the
better.
hags attempt to steal away the keys that our party has so delicately gone about acquiring. These are the Sewn sisters, gentlemen. We will face them next month. All right, thank you guys for joining me for a very long game of Dungeons and Dragons. It was a blast. I had a good time with you as you crushed these fucking trials into dust. Y'all rule. And thank you over on YouTube for joining us for more Tomb. We will catch you next time for the conclusion of this hag encounter. Take care. Bye.